if Rodney comes down your way, you think he could drop the statue off to you
Of
tomorrow?
course, man. Yeah, no, whenever. Just
Which
just let me know.
what's your like what's your schedule like tomorrow? Because
I'm not doing shit tomorrow.
I have to drive down to Richmond.
I'm not doing
And
anything tomorrow.
so yeah, if we could figure something out and meet up tomorrow, I could do that.
Yeah, I'll shoot Thor my address on Messenger app or whatever. He can text it to you.
All right, I'll box it up, and then Rodney, you let me know if you want me to drop it off or you coming past here. Or...
Hey, Jay
Yeah.
Remy, it's in the flesh.
How big?
Yo.
Oh yeah, it's not a big box. It'll
No,
work.
it ain't that big.
Jay, what DC pieces you got coming in?
None. He has Marvel pieces coming in.
That's right.
Oh,
Yeah, X23. But then I'm gonna get the game too.
what's that?
I said X23 is already paid for and coming in, and I'm gonna get the Gambit when it's ready.
Nice.
All right, 8-bit. It's been ordered.
Good, man. My whole family enjoyed that movie. My wife, my kids.
That's probably one of the only movies I saw that I had no problems with anything in it.
It's a great movie.
I loved everything about that movie.
I'm just hoping to make another one, like the second part.
What movie?
What movie is that?
Alita.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh, so good.
Yeah, I love that movie, man.
I think that movie kind of went under the radar because, I don't know. It seemed like it didn't get the popularity that I thought it would. I don't know. I can't explain it.
Yeah, because people don't know what it's from, and so it's like
Oh,
her eyes look a little weird, and if you don't know what it's from, it's
Master Pizza's asking what did he win. I know he won
And he won the Spider-Verse 4K.
the Spider-Verse 4K. Which one do you remember?
Yeah, I got it written down. Hold on.
Oh, you got it written down?
I think he won number 6, X-Men number 6. I think we won. Yeah, he won X-Men number 6.
Look at that. Pizza.
Oh, okay.
Damn, The Boys is on there, and it's the whole series. Oh my
Yeah,
god!
I think I'll go back and watch it too. I mean, they were like almost back to back. So
Hear people like it.
I need to watch that show, man.
I love the comics, so I'm looking forward to starting it.
What's up?
8-bit. What did Alita run you for 4K?
$21.
How do you get it for 21?
Yeah, dude.
It's 30 on Amazon right now.
I don't know. It was on sale, and I just picked it up. I got the digital one instantly while I was waiting for it to arrive in the mail.
Now let me ask you about them 4K movies. Can you watch them on a regular Blu-ray player?
It brings both. It brings the Blu-ray and the 4K.
no, the 4K you can't play it on a regular Blu-ray. You have to have a 4K.
No. I'm talking about the.
They give you both discs.
They give you both versions.
Yeah, they give you both discs.
Oh
They
shit!
give you
Is
a
that
4K.
Is that 3D copy too?
Yeah, it has. Let me see. It has the digital code, the 3D, the 4K, the regular
Holy
Blu-ray.
shit! Wow.
21? That's crazy.
Yep.
Yeah, Rodney, that's the new thing with 4K movies. They'll box the 4K with the Blu-ray, with the digital, and then anything else. It comes in like a whole big package.
I'm not really big on the 4K. I do like having a digital version though, and the Blu-ray version. I'm
doing the 4K so that way I have it for the future when I upgrade. I already have them in 4K.
I like watching the 4K. The problem with the 4K is that when you're watching, you have to be watching it on TV that's 4K. If not, you're not gonna see anything.
Really? You can't watch it on regular TV.
You walked into that one. Any of you guys have 4K?
No, but not everybody understands that.
I got a 4K projector.
And play it and see,
Do you notice? Like, is it obvious to you why? Yes. 4K? All right.
Yes.
Night and day.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's definitely obvious.
All right.
Well, between 4K and 1080?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there really wasn't a difference between 720 and 1080.
We even got recently we got the Fire Stick, the 4K Fire Stick, and I watch all the shows on the Fire Stick, and it's night and day. You can tell the difference.
Sam, to give you a good idea, it's like VHS to Blu-ray.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's a big jump. 4K.
That
is a big
big?
jump. Yeah, because it's
yeah.
color saturation, brightness, darkness.
Especially
Yeah, and
if you
darkness,
have the HDR and all that.
All right, I'll check it out.
When when you're looking at a scene and you're looking at the person, if you realize the background, it kind of gives you that kind of like a 3D effect type thing.
Yeah, HDR.
Yeah.
Yeah, Barbara.
HDR.
Barbara, what's your camera have? Is it HDR 10 plus or does it have Dolby Vision?
What my
Your good one, your fancy one. I know, but it should have either HDR 10 plus or Dolby Vision.
Dolby,
One of the other.
yeah, it's two different technologies. Yeah,
Correct.
No, I don't know. Neither of those things are anywhere on my camera.
She has a DSLR camera. You don't need that shit when you have a DSLR
No,
camera.
but what I'm saying is
probably shooting in RAW.
the new technology has that. It comes in high end shit like that. Oh, it's on there. I'm sure it's on there.
The screens have that. The screens are the one. They have the different HDR technologies.
Correct.
Yeah, I think it's I think it's HDR and 4K. I didn't say nothing. It doesn't say that. What is the other one?
It's probably not Dolby. It's probably
no, it's not. No, it's not Dolby.
Okay, so it's HDR. That's nice.
Yeah.
Even the 4K enhanced video games look different.
I mean, cell phones have HDR technology nowadays.
Yeah, I mean, I'll promise you for sure. I put the Blu-ray of Infinity War in, and even the streaming on Netflix of the 4K Infinity War looks better than the Blu-ray.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's like watching the movie all over again because all the colors are more bright.
You see the backgrounds.
Yeah, it's just more vibrant for some reason. I don't know.
It's
so
weird,
in other words,
right?
I need to get the fuck into this year and get a 4K TV.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like the backgrounds, you can see everything pops up individually when you're looking at.
So shit is actually streaming nowadays in 4K.
Yeah, you have to pay. You have to pay extra.
Yeah, you pay for the package.
Premium.
Yeah. You guys know how it was when HD first hit the market. Everything was 720, but they'd always want to sell you the 1080s, and nothing was 1080 unless you had a Sony PS4 or something.
Yeah.
But you don't really gotta pay for everything. We got the Fire Stick, the 4K Fire Stick, and almost everything that's on Netflix is 4K. So if you have the Fire Stick in your
it won't. But
I think you have to have the package that allows you to play 4K.
Yes.
Yeah, but it's well, I don't know. I pay for the highest package.
Exactly.
Then you're getting it.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah.
You can watch a 4K movie on a non-4K TV, but it won't come in 4K.
Oh no,
it'll be 1080.
Yeah. That's what I was saying earlier. That if you don't have a 4K TV,
you're paying for the highest one. That's right.
Yeah.
I was saying
I have to see them side by side.
Sim says I want a 4K statue.
I was saying I got a 4K projector, so I watch 4K on a 135-inch screen.
Ooh.
No,
oh, I see you with that projector up there.
Yeah.
Big screen player.
We got Epson. Lemming, what's that? Epson?
I don't know.
It's a BenQ.
Okay.
Do you have an actual screen? Do you have an actual screen, or do you just have it projected onto the wall?
Actual screen.
Is that a Runco?
No, it's a Elite screens.
Okay.
Man, I don't know the difference between 4K, Dolby, whatever, HD, whatever. All I know is that look, I bought a 4K camera, right? And I took a video of one of the statues with a 4K camera. And I was all right, that's cool. And then I'm like, yo, hold up. And then I got Barbara's camera, and Barbara took the same video with her camera. I'm like, yo, this shit's like fucking night and day.
Okay, this is what I tried to explain to him, and he doesn't seem to understand
what the fuck? That shit's like 3D and shit.
Okay, this is the situation. I keep trying to explain to him. We bought a camcorder which is 4K, and then I have my Nikon which is also 4K. But you have different lenses.
I was gonna say your lenses are way better for you.
My lenses are high quality lenses. So especially the one that I use for the statues, it's the Sigma Art lens, the series. So that lens alone is almost $1,000.
Ooh.
So he doesn't understand that the lens.
Plus that Nikon camera you have is a fucking bona fide professional level camera.
Yeah, no, the
she buys shit without me knowing.
Oh god.
Oh my gosh. He really is leaving here. Right
Barbara, what camera is that? The Nikon what?
It's the Nikon D850. It's like it's close to like $4,000, some shit like that.
You said DA what?
D850.
DH50.
No,
850.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
DA8. Okay.
So 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 he doesn't understand that the lens itself, that glass, it's top notch, high quality. So you can't compare that to the lens that you off that camcorder. You're not gonna get the same quality video. Yes, you're gonna get 4K, but you're not gonna get that depth of field. If that makes sense with the video.
What kind of? I'm sorry, what kind of camcorder do you get?
We got the Sony something. It was like $1,000. It was super expensive. The Sony.
Is it mirrorless?
Whatever it is, it's not going to compare to a $4,000 camera with $1,000 lens.
The AX53, which is actually a little bit cheaper because the other one was $1,000. This one was $800 or something like that.
Oh, you only bought an $800 camera, man.
No, it's a camcorder.
You fucked up. I know. It
was a camcorder. So I used it, it was all right. But the thing is that with my camera, like when I use it on manual, I could change so many things and alter so many things, like, the lighting, if I'm in a darker situation or a brighter situation. And with the camcorder, I couldn't do that.
No, HDRs are you're just going to trump a camcorder at $800. Easily.
Yeah. No, I did the room tour inside my house, and if you look at the room tour that I put on my channel and the room tour that I did for Batman Statue Collector, it's night and day. The one that I did for Batman Statue Collector was a lot nicer. The only thing I don't like about my camera is that it's more for photography than for videos. So when it comes to focusing, I lose focus, and then it takes a bit to regain that focus. So
that's what when I was doing research, because when I bought my Nikon, I was doing research on DSLRs to see which one I wanted to go for, and that was the main difference between Canon and Nikon. Is Canon, the focus is a lot better for movement and for sports and shit like that. And Nikons are a lot better for nature and landscape and still photography.
That was the thing. The thing is that, I do this as a hobby with the statues and everything, but my main thing is that I'm doing wildlife and landscape and night photography. So
Barbara, it has HDR. I just looked it up. That's why it's such an amazing camera. That's part of the technology. That's what really makes it.
Trust me, bro. That HDR is a small bit. My cell phone has HDR.
Dude, that HDR isn't a small bit. That's another reason why it's such a good
no, you're not listening to me. My cell phone has HDR. That Nikon camera is a full frame sensor camera.
I know,
it's beyond the HDR.
Yeah, but if you look up the Nikon that I have compared to all the other cameras that are out there right now, mine has 54 megapixels.
Yeah, it's a boss ass camera. It's a legitimate professional
that combination
camera.
of that.
If you're shooting for National Geographic, that's the kind of fucking camera you want.
Yeah,
it's only 54.
It's only 54. You know what? You know what? Sims
just said it. That's it. Just 54.
Sims just said it in the chat. The HDR on your phone is nothing compared to a camera. He's exactly right.
Yeah,
it's two different things.
Yeah. I don't know. I take bomb ass pictures with my iPhone X. What?
I'll take pictures right now.
Yeah, send me some.
Okay.
Send nudes.
I will.
Yo, I'm watching Infinity War if I'm not conversing.
But Barbara, your lenses too. Your lenses, that's another key to cameras. The lenses are that's a big deal.
Yeah, I got if you look up Sigma Art lens, those are like top notch.
I feel like lenses pretty much they boost.
The lens is pretty much everything.
Yeah, the lens actually you can have a way cheaper camera and have one of the expensive lenses and get great photography too.
Oh yeah. See, I've got my camera it's a full frame Nikon. It's a D610, which is the entry level full frame. And it's still a badass camera, and I've got $1,000 lens for it, and I can do some amazing photography with that.
Whenever I meet photographers, they always have like a $2,000 camera and then like $10,000 in lenses.
Exactly.
You're fucking crazy.
Yeah. My favorite lens I've got right now is a 70-300.
Let me tell you, I have the 70-300. That's the one I use for for wildlife and stuff like that. I mean, it's not a top notch for wildlife, lens or anything like that, but it does its job. It does pretty good.
Yeah.
for what I need. So, but the one that I do use for the statues and for everything else, then I mean, I've taken pictures of the moon with the 300, and I could get the craters.
Barbara, too, you know what? I'm wondering.
Out of here.
I remember last year, whenever we had that day where the moon was like the biggest it had ever been, or whatever, it was like a super blood blue moon, or what the fuck ever.
I tried. The thing is that it all depends on
crazy
how the
pictures.
weather.
Then.
No, it all depends on how the weather is, and if the weather's crappy, like those last times the moon were either big or it was like a super moon or something. The weather was shitty. We had clouds all over the place, so I couldn't get shit.
Yeah,
here it was clear. So I got some great photos. You're right, though. I mean, you can really get the craters. It's crazy.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Why are you downloading pictures from NASA?
Yo, that ain't NASA. That is from straight out my camera.
You know, did anybody ever have that experience when they take out their phone at night and try to take a picture of the moon? It's like this tiny little fucking light.
Right.
Yep. That is way nice.
Yeah, no, you get it. The thing is that you have to have the lighting, specifically, because if not, I mean, I could take a picture of the moon and get the same shitty ass little dot with light, So
yeah.
You have to set it up in a way that
Oh, you took pictures of Angel?
Oh yeah, I did.
Yo, you guys don't think that it's a little romantic that the moon is tightly locked to the earth?
When are you getting? Did you get your astronaut yet, Tim?
Did you see it?
No, I haven't seen it.
Nah, I definitely didn't get it.
Have you gotten any news on it?
Nope.
He's in space.
Are you being have you looked into it, or are you just being patient?
Bro, I have messaged Blitzway for like the last 6 months.
Word.
Yeah, it's to the point where like when they don't respond to me, I get like super frustrated. I'm like, yo, fuck these guys.
Did you sell Thanos already?
It's technically not sold, but it's sold.
Okay. Sure.
Here you go, Tim. Can you?
I mean, it's not sold until all the money is mine, so it's technically not sold.
I get you.
Hit me.
Can you get a picture?
Kitty.
Can I get a picture of what?
Can you get a picture of that with the iPhone?
Yeah, my pictures are lit, Barb. Don't fucking hate on my pictures.
That's him is going to be in the cage with a damn tiger taking.
You know what your pictures of your statues don't have? A dope ass X-Men logo in the back.
Oh.
You know what pictures of your X-Men don't have? A fucking Thor.
Yeah, you're right. I don't have. I actually don't have any Thor statues. That's true.
I like the Stormbreaker, man.
It looks dope.
Yeah, who on the panel has that new one?
I don't have it yet, but I'm planning to get it.
Which one?
Do you have Stormbreaker, Thor?
The Stormbreaker.
Is that what it's called?
I got it.
Brimstone Breaker?
Breaker of Brimstone.
Oh shit! Look at Jen or a wall of omnibuses.
Oh, there you go. Man, you should have never opened your mouth.
I have a wall of omnibuses. He's not talking to me.
You gotta ask. You gotta ask yourself.
He's not.
What
Jem,
can
you talking to me, Jem? Bro, I got a wall of omnibuses. Not as big of a wall, but I got a wall of omnibuses.
He has the important omnibuses. He has the X-Men ones.
Look at all those. Those are omnibuses right here.
Ah, there they are.
He has all the X-Men ones. He doesn't have all the other ones.
Yeah, I don't need a Star-Lord omnibus. I don't think they make a Star-Lord omnibus.
Is that a sideshow that the Wolverine that Atom has that I saw today? Somebody's broke in half or something?
No, really?
Yeah.
Is he selling it?
It fell down and then he broke out their statues and stuff. He said he had leaning issues.
What? Is he selling it? Because I'll buy the broken pieces and fix it.
I don't know. Somebody asked him that question too.
He had leaning issues.
That Wolverine or something.
Yeah, the big one that he has there.
Ah, damn.
It fell over.
It damaged a bunch of statues, right?
I saw the picture today. It was leaning and then it fell down on other statues.
Yeah, he had like the thing is he's got like other statues on the floor, and then he's got that Wolverine on top of something, and it looks like it fell and it damaged whatever was underneath. And I even saw that Sideshow Angel, the wing was like on the floor.
Yeah.
Damn, that's heartbreaking. Man.
Yeah.
He said the statue was leaning, but I don't know.
Oh no, it's definitely. So I figured out it's the base. It's not the statue. So they made like two different versions, kind of like a long story. But if you look at some of the versions, some of them that don't lean, you'll see the back of the base is like 6 inches thick. And the ones that are slightly leaning, the back of the base is like 2 inches thick.
On the new Wolverine?
It's a big.
No, it's
the legendary scale.
The legendary.
I was gonna say. Oh, okay.
That's a huge difference.
Yes. So I think the first batch that came out, people were saying that it had leaning issues because when they mold the base, it's like slush molded, right? So they pour that thing's not completely solid. So what they do is they take it and they spin it a couple of times to coat all the outside, and then they turn it face down. So where the key gets filled the most. So when they break it out of the mold, and then they flip it around, the top part is solid and the bottom part is hollow.
Yeah.
Well, it's not hollow. It's not solid.
It's not as solid as the top. Yeah.
So I think that they fucked up molding the original ones, and then they fixed it for the second batch. You know, which has happened with a bunch of statues. It happened with the Superman premium format.
Yeah.
Tim, didn't that happen with Doom too? The legendary, didn't it?
I don't know if Doom leaned.
They had issues with it though, and I don't remember what it was anymore.
I don't remember because I didn't pay attention to it.
The Doom premium format?
No, the legendary scale.
The legendary scale.
But they're
yeah, so
hard.
I figured out that because I'm like, yo, why is this thing leaning? So I propped the base up on one side, and then I saw that the fins on the ear were even, and I'm like, all right, so now it's not leaning. And then I would compare that to the pictures of the ones that don't lean, and I'm like, yo, the body's in exactly the same position. So the torso's in the same spot, the legs are in the same spot, they're not twisted, his arms aren't twisted. So it's 100% the base, 100%. I'm not even slightly confused by it. It's 100% the base. So I got to fix that, but...
Can you contact Sideshow and be like, hey, are they one of the first ones or something?
No, this is way too old. Yeah, that did happen with the Thor PF, and then they sent out the little rock.
The piece, that rock.
It.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jem's right. Yeah, so...
Didn't we have this conversation about a week or two ago, I think?
Maybe. I don't know.
We did. Yeah, I remember it.
I don't know.
Right now, so I have a 1/2-inch piece of wood underneath, like the whole left side, and it tilts the base up the right way, and now he's perfectly balanced.
Like all things should be.
Yeah, like all things. And mine I bought from Warren Resin. So he actually drilled through the foot all the way to the knee and put like a 1.5-foot rod in the leg and then drilled into the base. And that's how we figured out that it was hollow, because he said once he got through like 8 inches, it popped through and it was just completely hollow after that. So there's like a fucking 1.5-foot rod holding that statue up. So mine's not going anywhere, but you know, you shouldn't have to do all that. It should have been engineered like that to begin with.
I agree.
Yeah.
It's sad that guy lost many statues because of, that.
Where was that post?
I didn't see it either.
I saw it on Facebook. It popped up earlier today. And
do you guys remember that picture from a couple years ago where a guy had a bunch of XM pieces in a glass case, and the Ghost Rider fucking
oh my god,
fell and like crushed everything?
I'm literally looking at that as you say it.
That's it.
That's why I'll never ever do glass shells.
I quit immediately. That's it. I'll pack everything up that's not broken.
Oh, absolutely, dude. That's got to be so demoralizing. It's like you don't come back from that,
dude. If that happened, I just wouldn't come back to the room for a while. I wouldn't even clean it.
Let's sell the house. I can't come in this house anymore.
I got glass shells, but they're fucking 1/2 inch thick.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, those aren't going anywhere.
That's where Thanos.
That's where Thanos is. That's where King Hawk, Gladiator Hawk is at.
Well, that picture with the Ghost Rider, those shelves, the glass shelves aren't broken. It looks like they were just assembled wrong. They just
No,
fell.
but they're cracked though. You can see the cracks on them.
All right.
Something broke, whether it was the support
brackets. Maybe they're
Oh, so
brackets.
So Ohami and Barbie, those recessed recessed shelving you got, that's got glass shelves in it.
Yep.
Yeah, but it has half-inch. You want to see it? I'll show it to you. It has half-inch thick glass.
Yo, show me
that. Yeah, that shit ain't breaking. I've got a table with that has about a 1/2 inch to 3/4 inch glass, and this fucker's like 100 pounds.
Yeah, you know what? I mean, I'm sure you know, but like I don't know, like even if until you see it, 1/2 inch thick glass is fucking thick as this is fucking thick as shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I got a table right here with at least 1/2 inch. I mean, the fucking just the table, just the glass top, that weighs at least 75 to 100 pounds.
No, I'm not. I wouldn't be worried about 1/2 inch ever breaking.
No, that shit ain't breaking.
A guy in the chat says that the brackets broke on the glass. That's how that happened in that.
I don't understand
That's
why
what they look like.
putting shit on little like 1/8 inch thick, glass and shit like that. When you can just go ahead and fucking, get something thicker and you don't never gotta worry about that shit,
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, what's supporting the glass is important as well.
Oh wow.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yo, Tim, they made this nice ass. I'm gonna put it in the chat. I don't know if you saw this. Is it Tim here? I'm talking to no one.
I'm here.
We hear you.
Yeah.
Oh.
Gabriel says the brackets on the glass broke. Not the glass. It was the brackets that broke.
That's what they look like. What do
Yeah,
you think?
Yeah, it's another thing. Like the brackets where I have those half inch glass, those brackets they're each like fucking thick as shit, and they're bolted to the
wall.
To the wall. You know what I'm saying? So they're not going nowhere. You know what I'm
Are
saying?
they L brackets?
Yeah.
No, they're like you. They're like you brackets.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
you could do glass. Pardon if I'm butchering his name. That Jakku Mask on Facebook, dude. He's a glass. Works with glass. Dude.
He has a beautiful setup. I hate it.
Yes, man.
His video
setup is flawless.
His room tour video from like a couple years ago totally ruined my life. Made me spend way too much money on statues. I was like, if I get a bunch of statues, I'll have a great looking room like Dr. Matt. And that did not fucking happen.
When you're a master with glass, though, I mean look at that guy. What he did with the display is it's beautiful, man. That really is.
Yeah, dude. I love him. He's funny.
Okay.
Oh, hey, Tim. What a
Jem said that I'm making this up.
What?
Is that even? You see the top of his ears? How that's even?
Yeah, sure.
Is he leaning at all?
No,
right?
Yo, get a leveler.
So now when you move that, you see the base?
Oh, yeah.
See how
you have it propped up on the front.
It's propped up with 2 1/4 inch pieces, so a 1/2 inch. But the other side is not.
Damn.
That's the lean.
It's so big.
Wow.
Fucking thing.
Yeah.
Dude, I love that Wolverine. That's a nice Wolverine.
It's amazing.
His hand?
It's easily the best one.
The randomest thing I love about that Wolverine is how well his hands are fucking sculpted. They're so well done.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like as long as you don't got termites.
Oh shit! And the closet.
Well, these are customized.
You would.
Of course I would. I wish I could pull 2 of these in and give you the finger right now.
I wish you could too. I'd love that.
Tim, is that I forgot the sculptor, and don't yell at me. Was that Martine or no?
Yeah, this is the Gore Group.
That's Canale?
Okay.
Yeah.
Dude,
that's my one complaint with the new Sideshow Wolverine that doesn't have chrome claws.
Yeah, they're kind of dull.
Oh wow, yeah.
But Iron Studios.
Yep, Iron Studios does.
And everyone forgot about them.
That Wolverine's overlooked hardcore. That's a badass Wolverine.
But Tim, say if you masked it off that Sideshow one and you got Silly Putty and got Rust-Oleum and did it yourself. That could be accomplished, don't you think?
I'm still working on a recipe for Chrome that I can spread because I gotta do everything. But yeah, Chrome on Iron Studios.
Oh, you got the. I didn't know you had the Weapon X and the classic.
Yeah. So the Weapon X is dope, dude.
Fuck yeah!
Jem says that's ghetto, Tim. Jem says that's ghetto.
Oh, that's all right. Jem can say that's ghetto. In order to hurt my feelings, I have to care what you say.
Oh, look at that Master Chief. Someone has Halo 3. Shit.
The helmet?
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
I have the same helmet too.
It's a good helmet. You can put it on your cat.
It won't even fit on the cat.
Oh, fuck, man. Dude, I forgot what game has a helmet, like as a special collector's edition, and it actually fits a human head.
Doom?
Halo does. You have to just core out the plastic.
Yeah, you take out because he has a thing for the.
I feel like BioShock. It's either BioShock or
I don't know. It's newer, but like
the new Doom, dude. I got it on pre-order. It's the new Doom. It comes with a helmet.
Dude, I can't wait for Doom. But yeah, I got butthurt because I wanted a Halo 3 helmet to fit so badly.
I played the fuck out of that game in like 2009, 2010.
Oh, dude!
Anybody getting that new Assassin's Creed statue? That fancy one?
I'm getting 3 of them.
Whoa!
Damn.
No, I'm not getting them.
I was gonna say. I thought you were gonna customize it.
Everyone's like,
yeah, no, like that.
Dude,
I guess they're cool.
That rogue really is fucking nice. I can't wait to visit you one day at Tim and just.
You're coming next month.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Can't wait to get her too, and Electra should be coming at the same time.
But Tim, is that still on?
What?
The BBQ.
Yeah, this one's low key, but yeah. It's still on.
Okay.
I can't wait now that I know people better to actually know who they are.
Yeah.
Well, it took me forever. It took me forever to know who Ryan was. Like Ryan in the chat is Sinister, right? But in
Ryan,
yeah, and in YouTube he's just Ryan. But and I never see his thumbnail, so it took me forever to associate the two together.
So his moniker threw you for a loop.
Yeah, I thought he was the two different people. Then one day he like left and his thumbnail appeared in the YouTube, and I was like, oh, it's fucking him.
Same guy, right?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna get up out of here. Thor, congratulations again on 1 year.
I think Thor is gone.
He's probably taking a nap.
Thor is asleep.
Who's asleep?
He's probably taking a nap.
Thor.
Oh.
No.
I'm enjoying my Friday.
But Tim, I asked because I talked to Colin and he said he'd be on.
Take it easy, though, man.
Hey, y'all, everybody take care, man. I'll talk to y'all later.
Peace out. Take it easy. Yeah, man, I got a Canvas X-Men.
You got Canvas?
The Canvas X-Men.
What made you get Canvas this time? Because you got the print for the.
I got mostly print. I mean, I got like 12 prints, but this is the first time I go with Canvas. I don't know. I just wanted to try to see how it is compared to the.
Nice. Are you gonna get rid of that shitty Joker Harley one behind you and sell it, maybe?
No, I'm gonna just throw it in the trash.
That's so dirty.
When Sam talks, I get super
That's
happy.
dirty.
What did Tim?
When you talk, I get super happy.
I hate you.
Why?
You want, dude? Are you gonna get my ABBA statues?
Yeah, I'll pre-order 2 of them.
You're funny.
Telling you, BGs.
I'm not collecting anything. I don't think I'm collecting anything ever again. I'm done.
You quit.
Full of shit.
I am full of shit.
Anybody needs a ticket for Comic-Con, I have one to sell.
Oh, damn. Wait, really?
Yeah, 4-day pass.
Oh, I might
For
get
what,
it for you if
New York?
Yep.
Oh,
That's good shit.
I might.
You're not going?
What's that?
You change your mind? You're not going?
No, I'm going, but I'm saying I have an extra.
Dude, if
Oh,
you have an extra, I still need one.
So
Yeah, but the price went up.
I know.
You know what I mean?
I know.
You gotta break off the little bread to pop it there.
You know, he's not called Nick 666 for nothing. You know, those sixes are $1 amount.
Oh god,
That's how much it costs.
damn.
that's the devil's sign there, brother.
Is that what that is? 666?
That's
The
what,
devil's?
yeah.
Interesting.
that number of the beast, 666.
Yeah, man.
What does that mean?
I
It's
don't know.
number of the beast.
Some
666.
asshole was like,
That's when the beast comes.
A lot of people that like heavy metal, they probably put that on there. So he probably likes heavy metal.
I
That's
don't
interesting.
even like that. I don't like heavy metal, and I just wanted
Really?
to put it on there because, yeah, it's okay.
Usually,
You guys
when you
watch?
see-
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, I was gonna change topics.
All right, go for it.
yo, give us the topic, Tim.
You guys watch comedians in cars getting coffee?
I have watched some of them.
I saw a few.
New season just came out, and the first one was with Eddie Murphy.
Uh-huh.
Really?
Oh, that
Really
must be good. That must be good.
Yeah, and they were talking, and Eddie Murphy went out with Sammy Davis Jr., and he said, you know, Sammy, you know that whole thing with the mouth, that was because he was on coke. And he's like, and I remember we were sitting at a restaurant, and it was a candlelit table, and he just leaned in, he went, you know, the devil's just as powerful as Jesus. I was like, man, this is dark.
Sammy Davis Jr.
Was
I haven't seen Eddie Murphy for a while.
Yeah,
looks
where
great.
the hell he been?
He's making a new Coming to America too.
Yep.
Yep.
So they're really gonna do that.
Yep.
Yeah, and spoiler alert, if you guys watch that show, he said that he's going to do another stand-up special.
Hell yeah.
Oh, that I want to see.
Hell yeah.
That I definitely want to see.
Yeah, he's one of the best.
I guess it's coming back out because it's been in hiding for a while.
Yeah, Raw and Delirious. Those
Yeah.
are
And
classic.
8-bit to answer your answer there, I do like Ozzy and Iron Maiden and that older stuff.
Oh, I like that stuff too. I mean, I like almost everything except country music. The only thing
Yeah,
I
I'm
like-
not, yeah.
Dude, that is a thing people say, right? People say that. I've heard that before.
Country
Well,
music
yeah.
is horrible.
What everything with country music.
My
I
wife
got the
loves
horses
country
in
music.
the bag.
I like country music.
I hate that song so much.
Dude,
Oh my
I was
goodness.
I forgot who I was talking to a friend of mine, and I was like, people growing up, at least where I'm from, usually say I like a lot of music except country. They'll always kind of split country out.
Wow.
I can't stand like my wife loves country music, but I'll listen to hip hop, I'll listen to heavy metal, I'll listen to old metal.
So do you listen to
everything.
experimental rock and roll?
Me?
What's
Yeah.
experimental rock and roll?
Like the Mars Volta.
No, I don't listen
I
to
don't even know who they are.
I don't know who
You
the
got
fuck that
me.
Okay.
Nope.
Touches.
Don't know who that
But I'll
is.
probably listen to that before I listen to country music, I'll tell you that.
You
Oh,
probably
man.
would like it.
I don't hate country as much as I used to.
I love country.
Yeah, same here.
I got more used to it growing up.
Most females,
Willie Nelson is all you'll get. That's all I'll give you.
No,
Willie Nelson.
I used to love Kenny Rogers.
And you have to listen to Chris Stapleton is actually a very good singer, and he's a country singer.
Mm-hmm.
He is
Oh, you know what? Bebe Rexha. Oh, she could sing.
She's Albanian.
Bebe
What's that?
She's Albanian.
Bebe Rexha. Really?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's the X is a G. That's how it's pronounced.
Wow.
Yeah, Rodney. Look up Bebe Rexha.
Okay.
Baby.
Y'all down with classical?
What?
Yeah. Yes.
You know I
Oh.
am.
Yeah, dude. Play some Bach.
Wolfgang.
Yeah, that's when Amadeus made me like classical music.
Oh yeah, Amadeus is a great movie.
That's that's like the perfect. I can find no flaw in that movie, like literally from beginning to end. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah.
That was nice.
And it's no action, no nothing, but like from the beginning, that shit just grabs you and then don't let go till it's over.
Oh, dude, Amadeus. I watched that when I was like 12, and it made me appreciate what a corset can do.
Yeah, of course.
What a course.
Of course.
Could stop your breathing.
That's what kind of sucks, Thor, about Luke Cage. No more funk, man. I love 70s funk. That's the best. That's one of my faves,
That
man.
was the best soundtrack.
Season 1 of Luke Cage was perfect to me, but season 2 it kind of lost me.
I like season 2 so much more.
Oh yeah,
I don't know what it was with me. I like season 1 better.
You guys,
because I didn't like the second half of season 1 as much. I like the bad guy because the quote bad guy in season 2.
Oh, okay, okay.
Like I like Bushmaster. I wanted him to kick Luke Cage's ass.
Whoa! Well, he kind of did.
Well, I was glad he did because Luke was pissing me off by the end of that.
Getting cocky. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, how you gonna go defend her now? You know you want that bitch dead. Let her die.
I like Cottonmouth, man. He was good. I don't know why they killed him.
I like Cottonmouth, but I didn't like Diamond. What was it?
Diamondback was hilarious.
That
motherfucker had me on the floor.
That was such a ridiculous bad guy, man.
I called him.
He was funny as shit. See, I'm different. I like those grimy dudes you wouldn't trust with your own mother, man. Them motherfuckers are funny.
I was like, why y'all kill Cottonmouth?
You
And y'all let that shit
or you
kill
die.
Cottonmouth too.
Well, they had to because he's Blade now.
Yeah, how y'all feel?
What does everybody think about that?
I don't know about that because I
I'm
think
down.
they're gonna have to downplay.
I don't know,
but
I kind of have Wesley Snipes in my head.
Yeah,
Oh, guys, get over it. He's old.
I know, but I just
Mahershala
that's what I
Ali's
like.
old.
yeah, I don't need Wesley Snipes, but I need somebody that I can trust the action with. I haven't seen him do any action in anything
It's whack.
that would.
He's really
He's gonna learn karate and all that stuff real quick.
But
He's gonna have to bulk up.
And you're gonna have to downplay the action to hide weaknesses because that's not his background. That's
agree.
why Wesley Snipes was so good because that was his background.
Well,
Yeah.
the Blade movie isn't going to be part of anything for at least 2.5 years. So like he'll have time this time.
And he'll be
Black Belt in 2.5 years.
48 at the time.
They're not going to rush it like Iron Fist, where they just grabbed the closest white kid and was like, "You better look."
Hey, season 2 of Iron Fist was good though. I like
that show. Oh god, what a train wreck.
What do you say, Barbara? You like it?
I didn't like Iron Fist. I expected more, to be honest.
I expected more as well.
I honestly didn't finish it. I never finished it.
Wow.
I ain't finished season 2.
I didn't finish it either.
I watched 3 episodes and I shut it off. I hated it.
And with the new Blade movie, is that like a reboot or what? Or
It's a reboot.
Probably a fresh start, right?
It's a reboot.
yeah, I don't know. With Blade, I don't know. Why would they want to do?
Wesley Snipes is Blade for me.
It's just the ones with Wesley Snipes is good. Why would you want to redo it?
Even if he's older, they could bring an older Blade, and he'll still. I seen him in action movies even not long ago. He was in the Expendables. He was kicking ass.
I don't need Wesley as Blade, but Ali.
You might as well make Don Cheadle Blade.
Oh,
jeez!
I only said that because he's on screen right now.
You know what?
Don Cheadle.
Oh, what was his name? He was he came out GQ Sexiest Man or some shit like that. What was his name?
Tyson Beckford.
No, that's not his name.
Are you? I mean, I'm guessing that you're talking about a black male.
Yes, but it wasn't him. I forgot his name. Oh my god, I love him in movies.
Elba.
Oh, you're talking about?
Yeah, Idris could be Blade in a heartbeat, dude. Yeah, he's
perfect.
He got the
come on.
I mean,
I know he's in this movie, Fast and the Furious movie.
Yeah, but
I think he would do a better job than this guy.
Well, yeah, I think he better be better than Ali, and he does have like kickboxing kind of experience because he did that show where he went across and got his ass kicked.
Didn't he do Rodney? Didn't he do amateur boxing?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
yeah, and he did kickboxing too. So he probably has a better background in it than Ali, and he's bigger. But he's his age too. Get somebody young.
Yeah.
Well, they took him because he won an Academy Award. That's why they want to go with a really A-list actor. I think.
Yeah, then put him in as
Nightmare Pizza
drama movie.
Night Pizza. You might as well make Anthony Mackie.
No country music.
Yeah.
Somebody was asking me that. I don't care who's singing it. I'm not into it. I don't know why.
Hey,
I
Kenny
tried.
Rogers used to be.
Sam, did you say Bob
songs I could get with, but other than that, I can't do it.
What?
Sam, did you say Bob Costas' Blade? I'm like, what?
No, what? How did you hear that? I said, stop watching Infinity War. What the fuck?
Bob Costas' Blade.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, what's the name of the guy who played Mario from Super Mario Brothers?
Oh, Bob. It was he was also in Bob Hoskins.
Yeah,
That's what I thought you said.
Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Dude.
Yeah, I love
Captain Lou Albano from the series.
What?
Oh no!
Yeah, he did play Captain Lou Albano, didn't he?
Yeah, he was Mario for.
Oh my god!
What a fucking time, dude!
Yeah.
What a time! No one bitched. You couldn't bitch because there was no internet. That was like Mario.
Yeah, you just had to accept things.
You were like, yeah, this is accurate. This is close enough.
Yeah, that's how it was, man.
Did
You had to
so
just watch what it was. It was the same with games or anything. It's like, oh well, that's what you got. You can only bitch to your friend.
You would get a game. What is it? Game Pro or one of those or Nintendo Power and be like, hey,
Nintendo Power. Yeah,
this is it.
You would bitch, and that would be no one would care.
If you had Nintendo Power,
that was it, bro. You just
now you bitch, and Sideshow changes Magneto to Maquette.
Yeah,
they mess up Psylocke.
Yeah,
I got a few Nintendo games back there. I got a bunch.
Face though, her face was changed 3 times? Correct? It wasn't it?
I thought it was just twice.
No, just once. And
just one.
And the proto looked very different anyway from the production.
So let's say two times then, basically.
Yeah,
2 times or 1 time?
One official.
Yeah,
I thought it was just once because the first one they showed I liked, but people said she looked like a man, and now they got this.
She looked like a man.
I thought she looked like Lana Mitra. I didn't think she looked like a man.
That was so good.
You're looking like a man.
You're looking like a man.
Do you remember that?
That from Saturday Night Live?
No, it's from Mad TV.
Mad TV. That show was amazing.
What did the assailant look like? She looked like a man.
What?
You don't remember that? And they're like, yeah, but can you describe her? Yeah, okay, yes. Her face, it looks like a man. Like a man's face.
Come on.
Remember, Mad TV is gone too, right?
Yeah, I heard that's over.
That's been gone.
Yeah.
Mad Magazine.
No, the magazine.
Mad Magazine's official.
The magazine is done now.
What is that? These kids,
What's the reason for them?
Oh, because kids just go on YouTube now.
Yeah.
Either that
I hate to say it, you might see comic books go that route in the next
few
years.
I'm with Phil. I think it's the same thing. It's going to happen eventually.
You think it's going to go digital?
I think so. Yeah,
I won't be collecting comic books at that.
Most younger guys I know that read comics, they all do digital. None of them buy.
Fuck that.
It won't. You know why it's not gonna? What'll keep it for a while now? The longest running independent comic ever is Spawn. Thank you very much.
Oh my god.
Don't ever go digital.
Yeah, I don't think they got anything.
I was gonna say, Spawn. I was gonna say before we needed a Blade, I think we needed a remake of Spawn.
They're making one.
Yeah, Todd
It's
McFarlane's
coming.
working
Yeah, it's coming,
on
Barbara.
Jamie Foxx.
Yeah, I think that's the one movie I would want a remake of. I don't like the original.
Jamie Foxx, though.
Jamie Foxx is
I like
doing
the
it.
actor, but
Todd McFarlane doesn't like
Oh,
I trust Todd McFarlane. I'm not sure about Jamie Foxx, but I trust
Jamie
Todd.
Foxx, though, he's a little.
oh, that's right. It was Jamie Foxx.
I trust Todd McFarlane though. If he's
He's a
behind
little
it,
too comical for Spawn, though.
he can
like
play
Todd.
serious.
He played
know.
he played a fantastic Electro.
Yeah, he did.
No.
what?
I don't know about that one. He played a good.
Tim's doing the homer through the bush.
What was the singer? Ray Charles. He played a good Ray Charles. I don't know.
Oh yeah, I give him that
Fantastic,
one.
Ray
I
Charles.
give him that.
Tim,
I
he
liked
played.
him in Miami Vice.
Tim, he played Electro. Did you see his green costume? Didn't it look awesome?
Yeah, it was, yo, Manimal, what did he say in one of the shows? He said, Jamie Foxx is one of the best actors of our generation.
Oh my god! I don't want Idris Elba. Well, he can be 007. He can't be James Bond. This is the same thing with that girl. With
He
Idris
should
Elba.
have. McFarlane. You know what, Rodney? It's funny. McFarlane should have used him as Spawn. That would have been really good.
Hey, he likes Jamie Foxx. I
Yeah.
trust McFarlane if he's gonna stick behind it, because that HBO show was dope. I love that so much. So
What show?
The Spawn animated show.
I never seen.
Oh, on HBO. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good.
So if McFarlane's gonna stick behind it, and I love the idea where he's gonna make it scary and he's gonna follow the cops and it's gonna be mysterious. Like I love his description of it. I'm in. So
cool.
Yeah.
And you have Hawkeye. Hawkeye is he's Twitch.
Jamie Renner or what's his name?
Yeah, Jamie. Yeah, yep. He's in it too. Yeah, man.
Who's Twitch?
What's
Sam and they're detectives. There's Sam and Twitch. He's one of the detectives.
What's the name of the clown with the
dude with the glasses?
The Violator.
Oh shit! I saw that toy a lot as a kid.
Yeah,
they should bring back John Leguizamo.
Yeah,
they should. They should.
He goes by the Violator goes by Archangel nowadays. I heard he changed his name.
That's such a good joke.
Wow.
That is such a good joke.
Oh, we got that one.
Damn.
He's not even in tonight. What the hell happened to him?
Yeah, bro. He fucking disrespected us, man.
I was just say, pay your respects, bitch.
Don't worry, Vader gonna dispatch his Imperial Death Squad to hunt him down like a dog.
As long as he all right.
Yeah, I mean his home is mobile, so it's gonna be hard to track.
Where does he live anyway?
Alabama.
In the middle of the.
Did they get any of that water? They have any of those water issues down there?
I hope not. Now I feel bad. I'm making fun of this guy.
Thor, where was Jason?
I haven't heard Tark in a week.
Jason,
I don't know. The last 2 weeks he's been MIA, so
Wow.
You never know.
You just say his name one more time, he'll jump in.
On the chat, like on Facebook.
Like Superman.
Yeah,
no, you say
been
say his name 5 times. Franco will be on.
Say Krypton sucks.
He's probably watching. He always is, usually.
Krypton sucks. DC streaming service sucks.
Oh, dude.
Hey, Jason, what's up?
Tim, I'm going to bring my Franco little demon fuck face to your house next time.
Oh, the white one?
You know, the weird looking thing?
The one where he's eating the hunter.
Yeah, the hunter. Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, you have that?
Please bring it. I would love to.
Yeah, I'll bring it over. We'll spray paint it. We'll get some graffiti. It'll be fun.
Not some graffiti.
What the fuck? Can I paint it?
Yeah, I don't have any painting. I'll bring it over and we can have fun. We'll eat hot dogs and shit.
Yeah, cool. I would love to see it. And if you want me to paint it, I would love to try.
If you can help me install magnets and shit, I don't even know how to do that.
Yeah, I could probably do that.
I don't really. It's fine. I'll bring it over.
Cool. I would love to see that piece in person.
Yeah.
That thing looks great.
Yeah. And then you could bring the statue too.
Oh yeah.
Yes, Sam, you're in my mind, baby.
You know, any of you guys watch Dragon Ball? Like you ever watched it growing up?
I only
Yep.
You know when Gohan kills Cell? You know that scene?
Yeah.
No.
Fuck all you guys.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
He's fucking
I
old.
watched Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z and all
I
of it.
watched Voltron and Transformers and G.I. Joe and Thundercats. That's
All right. Well, you know when Cobra Commander slaps the shit out of anyone? That's how.
Yes.
That's how it felt when the Tim made that joke to me.
Oh.
Oh, damn.
Sorry.
Actually,
Sims was responding to your comment there, Sam.
I had to close the YouTube chat because fucking my battery's about to die.
Sims woke up as soon as he heard Dragon Ball.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah.
Yo, why is Sims not on here? My buddy. I need
Sims,
He heard song about Dragon Ball.
Turn Sims to the dark side, man.
Sims, let's pull our money to the Goku statue. Because that thing is going to be like $1,400-$1,600, and I don't know.
Oh God, don't say that.
The Prime one?
Yeah, that's what I've been thinking. That's what I've been saying.
What do you guys?
Hami-san, he's like, I'm getting it. I'm like,
There's no way it's going to be 14. I think it's going to be
Sam,
probably
what do you guys think of it?
It's only quarter scale, ain't it?
It's quarter scale, but the base and the fucking heads and
I don't think it's going to be 14 though.
I like the Ohami imitation. That was...
Oh, Remy's in on it. He jumped back in real quick on that one.
Yeah, I thought Remy was.
I love Dragon Ball Z.
Sims, give us a fact check on the price.
Mm-hmm.
I don't fucking know.
It's probably going to be.
I like the piece. If they make a Vegeta, that'd be nice.
They are. They already announced they're going to make more.
It's quarter.
It should probably be somewhere
overpriced.
No, I'm guessing for Prime 1 it should be somewhere probably between $1,000 and $1,299.
It's not even that. No, I don't think it's going to be that high.
You don't
For the
think so?
deluxe, the one with all the heads and stuff. I
the
think
deluxe,
yeah,
the deluxe, correct, right.
Yeah, the deluxe is going to be up there in 11, 12 maybe.
What if it's $1,400? Would you say that's too much?
Huh?
If it was $1,400, would that be too much?
Heck yeah.
Yeah,
way too much.
What's
it's
the
already too much if it's 11 or 12. 14 is overkill.
Hey, 8-Bit, do you know their last quarter scale anime statue?
Do I?
Maybe my guts, armor guts.
Yeah. You're right.
How much was that?
That was like $899, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was under 1,000. It was like
this shit better not be that much then.
So, but okay, the Goku is a quarter scale?
Yes, Goku quarter scale.
I don't think it'll go for that much.
Whether the deluxe probably.
I don't know. I'm the Batman Who Laughs. I'm paying freaking $1,400 for that shit. And
No, but they're just saying with the deluxe, it actually has 4 head scopes altogether.
Oh my
god! You know what it might be like? Alita. Alita's 1,000, and I think the deluxe is $1,299.
Yeah, Griffith.
$20 difference, 200, something like that.
So Sims is saying Guyver is below 1,200.
Yeah, but Griffith is 1,000.
Yeah, but which Guyver?
He said all of the Guyvers.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and Guyver statues are huge.
Oh wow, yeah, they're big.
What up, Gabriel?
Holy shit, man! These are huge statues.
Yeah, Guyver 1's beautiful. That's nice.
Huge statues compared to like Juggernaut huge?
I guess not.
Guyver?
The bases are ridiculous.
I think Joe has a Guyver.
Yeah. Man. I can't wait until the day I become like a base collector.
Fucking Adam.
It's like like this like $1,000 base and this like $200 body.
I love collecting rocks. I'll never forget when someone was like, "I like the rocks better on this base."
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I'll let you know when I become a rock collector.
Yeah, I'm like, have fun collecting bases. Hey man, we're all different, bro. I don't get it.
It's all about that base, not that base.
No, for me, I would prefer even a dynamic body. Like even if Gambit was on like a clear metal stick, like a clear like glass pole, and on a black base, I would still buy the statue.
I agree.
What?
I agree with 100%.
Hold on, you talking about the sideshow one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with him.
Man. Yeah.
If he was suspended from his knee, but I'm looking at the sculpt of the character only.
Yeah.
The base comes secondary for me. I could care less what it looks like.
Yeah.
Everybody's different, you know. I like the whole package. I like the whole package.
Yeah, I get that. And it's hard to do that with the balancing. Balancing the statue out.
I don't care about the base, but I think the base at least needs to match the paint quality of the statue. Because no way it'll kind of like diminish, you know, make it look crappy, I guess. Like, for instance, if you take the Rogue, if you put her on a crappy base, what do you think she'll look like?
Like crap.
Sack of shit.
I honestly don't even see the other stuff on the base. I just see the character.
No, I know you see the character, but
because the base don't detract from it.
Yeah,
but her base is kind of special because it you have to kind of admire the position that she's in and what she's doing with her with the base.
Yeah.
But the base on the original, the base on the original PF though, those are classic to me. That's what really made
the X.
Yeah.
I never liked those.
No, those things are garbage.
No, fuck you guys. Fuck you.
I never. That always bothered me.
Yeah, you guys keep talking shit about my bases, bro.
I love
that's
but I want a different base.
But those are different. Those are museum poses.
Yeah,
those are museum.
When you have dynamic and stuff like that, it's better if you have a base that kind of, you know, matches with that, kind of like Rogue.
Like something flashy.
Yeah.
To Tim's point, I see what he's saying because when I go on their site, say, or there's a pre-order announced or something, I'm looking at the whole character, and the base is the thing I look at last. I look at the character, and then I go to the base.
Well, yeah, I mean, right? Is Thor a breaker of brimstone? Would that be just as good of a statue if it wasn't on that base?
I wouldn't have bought it if not for that base.
I agree.
The base was part of it for me.
Yeah, that base makes it.
If you look at I used to collect PVCs back in the day, and they like 1/8 PVCs do have dynamic poses with almost no bases, and they can do that because they're light and they don't weigh down the base. It's very hard. I just can't imagine someone trying to do a dynamic pose on a simple base like the X one.
Yeah,
but you know who pulls that off well? A good example is Kotobukiya's Artifacts, their Star Wars line. They're black bases, and they're in a dynamic pose, and they look great.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go look for them.
Aren't those PVC though?
Yeah, but correct. But what I'm saying is they pull off that pose with just a simple black magnetic base that they attach to.
I hear
that. Yeah, that's right. I forgot about the Artifact Star Wars. Yeah, I'm looking at them.
Beautiful for the price. They're great.
Yeah, they just showed off a new one of Luke charging. It's really good.
Really?
Yeah, they showed it off during SDCC.
I'll have to look when it's in New York because I'm sure they'll have it. Hopefully, I would think.
Yeah, those are good. Those are good.
So let's go around the horn right now. This is a great topic. What are the most important things for you as a collector? Is it just the overall image that's being created by the whole statue, or is it like character accuracy, sculpt accuracy, costume accuracy, theme of the base, or is it just like you don't care as long as overall it's good, the other things don't matter?
For me, it's overall. I like the overall image. I want everything to kind of tell kind of like a story, I guess. But of course, I look at the accuracy and all that. But that's not really. If it's not 100% accurate, I'm not gonna like trip and start going like, oh my god, this statue is the worst. As long as the statue's good quality and everything looks good, that's good enough for me.
I know for me, if it's my favorite, if it's Punisher or Bruce Lee, I make exceptions. I'll buy museum poses for Punisher. I don't need fancy bases if it's those two, but anything else, it's the whole thing. I need the whole scene. So I need the base. I need dynamic pose. Like I need all that.
You want a showstopper.
Yeah.
Okay. What about you, Jay?
It doesn't even have to be 100% accurate. I think it needs to tell a story. You know what I'm saying?
So far, 3 people want story.
I want story, yeah. And whether museum or dynamic, because either one can tell a story. Like that Frank Miller, I'd say is museum, but with the base, it tells a story.
It tells a story, about the whole arc of the book.
Yeah.
and you can see that he's just kind of standing there, and you can almost imagine the rain hitting him and him just standing grinning there. Yeah,
that's a great example.
Did you see that video? Some dude did a repaint of that, and they made the mutant like flesh.
Yeah, that was really cool.
That was crazy.
Yeah, that was really cool. I saw that.
Rafi, I forget what his
Rafael
name was.
Robledo Jr.
Yeah, and he
custom
cut up
Daredevil.
Batman, and I was like, wow.
Sam, what about you? Same question again.
Dude, I've gone through my fair share of trying to understand why I like statues. I mean, I think you see me buy them and sell them all the time because I'm always like, does this give me what I want? I think ultimately, dude, I tie statues down a little differently. I tie them down to memories, so it has to remind me of a thing. So either a nostalgic, like that's why I have Kirby and Samus, because they remind me of like playing Smash Brothers growing up.
Right.
And yeah, man, I don't know. I think if it's a little specific, you know, as long as the statue in question just reminds me of something, I buy it.
What about you, Thor?
Well, since most of this stuff I collect is from a movie, like, you know, likeness is really bonus. Like, you know, like this Luke Skywalker, this shit look like Mark Hamill. You know what I mean? So, the mall doesn't really look as much like Ray Park as the side one does, but like the overall like package, man, to me it's hard. I know Rodney think blocking the face kind of fucks it up for you, but I mean, man, it's I still maintain that like seeing it from the side is more impressive than seeing it from the front.
Which one?
You know what I mean? Darth Maul. You know what I mean? But you know, it's with these likeness. With Vader, I'm a little bit harder on like far as accuracy is like the suit and everything. But you know, it just these days is more like character. Can I get the character that I want? You know what I mean? And if it's like in the neighborhood of what I like, then you know, I might be more lenient. You know what I mean? But because it's hard to get like Star Wars shit now, so
right.
You know,
that's crazy. I never thought.
What about you, Barbara?
I don't know. It depends on the statue, I guess. I don't think I like dynamic bases, but at the same time, like for instance, I got that Phoenix Force Cyclops, and it's on a very simple base, very simple. And that thing, I am in love with it. It's just eye-catching, and I feel it tells me a story, and it's a very simple statue. So I think some, you know, can be dynamic, some don't have to be dynamic. It just has to be a nice piece. It has to be well done, well sculpted, well painted, you know, and for it to be nice. It doesn't have to necessarily be, you know, an eye-catching, humongous base. As a matter of fact, I don't even like, I hate it when I see this already huge base and then the character's like maybe this small and then the just takes away from it.
Right. And I'd have to say, like I said, it's my first thing that's always draws me is the character. Is it close to the comic accuracy? Because I like, not all have to be comic accurate. I mean, it depends on the statue, but it's definitely a thing of where I really want them to look right, proportions to be right. With some, they're going to obviously be something ridiculous and extreme because it's fantasy, it's not reality. But at the end of the day, I would want it to be very close to how it should, you know, a proper look to a character. Now, as far as the base goes, it's definitely 9 times out of 10 it's an afterthought. But if I look down and it really ties the piece together even more, then I really get into the piece 10 times more. But it's definitely the character's pose and how they're modeled and if they have the right armor, if they have the right guns. But now the game changer for me is and you guys brought it to my eyes, and now that I'm looking, these goddamn X-Men ones and then the Daredevil pieces, these bases. I was never one to pay attention to bases, and now I'm looking at these X-Men ones together, and I'm like, oh shit, man, these look great.
Yeah.
You know?
So, yeah, I think if you have proximity bases, that changes the game for me.
Yeah, and I never had that until Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow, and then Daredevil, and then the X-Men pieces. That's the first You know, I've never had two that. I'm sorry, the Ninja Turtles. I have the 5th scale ones, but still,
Oh, those are great.
yeah, I love them. I
What
love
about
them.
what about this as a follow-up question, which Mark Books is saying a base can ruin or Books. Mark Books. Yeah, I said it. A base can ruin a statue for me. I never bought the Sideshow Premium Format Spider-Man because he didn't care for the explosion base. So the question is, what would be the thing to get you turned off on the statue quicker? Would it be the character or the base?
If I can go first, because I was actually going to say something similar. The thing that turns me off on a statue is if it doesn't have any energy, no life, no energy. And that's why I like the X-23 so much, because it's alive. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a great piece.
You can almost see the motion of what her
The motion,
falling,
yeah.
like coming down. Yeah.
Like a
And
good
that's
example of the opposite would be that Lex Luthor is so dry. You know what I'm saying? It's a great statue and the details are all there, but he's just so detached.
But Jay, that says Lex though, Jay. That's like, look at me, I am like the shit. I am Lex. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that doesn't say, it doesn't scream to me, Lex, I'm about to destroy Superman. That screams to me like I'm thinking, like I got a nugget. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, maybe if he was wearing his business suit.
Yeah.
It's so amazing how different we all are.
Yeah.
I'm just realizing how
Good
much I
thing.
hate you motherfuckers.
I knew this motherfucker was gonna follow it up. Fucking.
I love that I could say that kind of stuff, and you guys know I'm kidding.
I think overly large faces are a turnoff. Like, for instance, Ohami wanted forever to get that Namor from XM, and I just,
God.
Oh my god.
I like
Who
that
owns him
thing. Yeah, I like that.
but I hate it so bad because I think that octopus is so big, and then
Thank God for you, Barb. You saved him. You saved him.
I just thought it was overly big. Like, it's just this huge base, and then you have this small character, and I felt my eyes just kept going to the base, not to the character, and I hated
Not the character.
Barbara, you didn't want Medusa, the giant dog?
No, we have Black Bolt.
They
What's
only
that?
made like, they only made like
Black Bolt. We never got Medusa.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we never got Medusa. She was too big. The whole thing with the dog, it was just too much. And
Yeah, Lockjaw.
Lockjaw was too big. And then another one I don't like, I'm probably gonna be hated for this, is the XM brown suit Wolverine. I don't like it. I don't like
I don't like it either.
the new one.
I got that one coming, right?
that one's
I like
taking
it.
forever to come.
That's the one that's too big, right? Is that the one y'all talking about?
That one's the
Oh,
one
he's on the roof.
the Japanese.
Oh.
On the roof.
He's on a kabuki house.
Hami says he wants to get it, but I'm not feeling it. I don't know.
I like the idea, but it is very, I don't know.
It's kind of weird. I don't think it matches my collection, first of all, and then second, again, the base to me is just too much.
I like it. It reminds me of the Miller run of Wolverine when he's like in Japan and stuff.
Love that series.
It's not bad. It's
Yeah.
a piece. It's a beautiful piece. I just don't. It doesn't speak to me.
Does he come with the bone claws on that too, right?
All of them. It comes with the katanas, the metal ones, and the bone.
Yeah.
Jeez. Wow.
He doesn't even have bone claws yet in that era. It's awesome.
Right, but it's just for something different, you know.
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Fucking around.
I love you so much, Sam.
But it comes with everything.
I
You
just
know?
like giving him anchor for no reason.
I love it. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
for me, a base will ruin a statue in a heartbeat for me.
We on to Thor. What are you about the base question? We'll go right down the line.
I've never really had a base ruin a piece. Because pretty much all the Mythos bases are almost identical.
They're good.
And that never really bothered me, you know.
Thor, the question was, what could ruin a piece? It don't have to be the base, just anything.
I don't know. It's that's a hard question because I've seen statues that I in pictures that I didn't like, and then when I've seen them in person, I've liked them. like the statue, the Spider-Man statue in question. When I saw it, all the time I saw it, I said, I do not like that. And when I went to when I went to Folks's and I saw it, that thing's amazing. You know what I mean? So I don't know. It's kind of a feel, I guess. you know, like Barbara said, you got to speak to you. You know, I couldn't really pinpoint exactly, give you the, you know, what ingredient it is. Like when I see it, I can just tell you, do I like it or not? But I couldn't say this is the factor. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
I agree. It's like the Gladiator Hulk. When I first saw the pictures, I wasn't impressed, but when I saw the videos and Comic-Con, I was like, "Oh my god,
looks amazing,
was
man.
I wrong?"
I can give you another one. I never liked whenever I saw Ventress, even when Taylor got it, I said that shit just, I don't see why they paying so much money for that shit. And then when we went to Awesome Con and they had it at Awesome Con, I'm like, this thing is fucking amazing. Like when I saw it in person,
yeah.
the next week I got it. You know?
No, I love Ventress.
It's currently living with Tim.
Yeah. You want me to unbox it right now, live?
If you want to, homie, it's all good.
Live unboxing.
Same question to Sam.
What?
The question to you. What
forgot the question.
What ruins the piece?
Yeah.
Ooh. Damn, I don't know, man.
Well, what's the quicker thing to ruin the piece? You know, would it if the base is super dope, the pose is super dope, the sculpt is nice, but the character is like super inaccurate? Does that ruin the piece for you, or
I think
other way?
Paint can definitely fuck it up for me. That's one. If it's fucked up paint job, I can say that.
Yeah. But I'll just send it to Lewis. So whatever.
See, yeah, my man, Sam, just talk to me all night, bro.
As long as the sculpt, I mean, I feel like a lot of sculpts can save a piece for sure. I think a paint. I think inaccuracy will kind of bug me. I guess that is one thing because I was bitching about the T-Rex earlier. Was little inaccuracies will bug me, but like it depends. You know, like I like the Sideshow Spider-Man on Doc Ock. Like he has the panel lines, but I'm like, I get it. They're going for like a modern look, but sometimes they'll just get things just wrong, and that's just like the way a character's acting. Like I know a lot of people don't agree on this one, but I know a lot of people like the Mystique Comiquette, but I've never liked it because of the way she's playing with her hair. I just never saw Mystique doing that kind of thing, so I'm like, I would never get that Mystique because she's just like
got her hand in her hair.
Yeah, she's taking like an Instagram picture, and I'm like, I don't see Mystique doing that. So that's what does it for me. That's a good point.
Well, we're collecting the X-Men, the new X-Men line, and they're not completely accurate. They're more like a little. They have more of a little modern take, and
I don't feel as interpretation, which I get. Like I'm lenient. Like I love the Rogue and all the new stuff for sure.
Yeah, I'm completely in love with it. Like I'm completely in love with all of them. It takes me back to the 90s, even though they're not exactly like, you know, the 90s X-Men, but I love them.
But you imagine it almost like how you imagine in your head how they would be nowadays, I guess.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm happy with that. I don't think those minor inaccuracies or changes or whatnot are a huge deal for me.
What about you?
Paint job.
What about you, Rodney?
Inaccuracies only matter to me on the characters I really like. So like Punisher and Bruce.
Oh yeah.
So like the Bruce Wayne Punisher that everybody likes, I think the face isn't right. I love the rest of it though, and y'all know how I feel about the Punisher side shows on.
Yeah, but you love the face paint.
You're right.
The most accurate
Rodney,
face paint
dude,
you ever
I
seen.
remember when we saw that. He was like, "I love this. This is so comic accurate."
I can't wait till Johnny shows me that comic book.
Yeah, I'm still waiting on that picture. But like every other character, inaccuracy, you know, because I'm not into the characters as much, inaccuracy doesn't bother me as long as it looks good. But the way the character looks would probably get me before the base. So the look of the character matters to me more than the base.
Okay.
But I still can't stand plain bases though. So
Gotcha.
What about you, April?
Well, with me, there's things that can annoy me. I mean, like Jean Grey, I love it, but the neck flame things, like things like that, it kind of
the neck
kind of like the neck flames, for example. That's the only thing that kind of annoys me about it. But There's little things like that, but would it make me not get the statue? Probably not. I mean, it brings another head, and hopefully that can come off.
There's the follow-up question. Everybody answered that one?
No, I was gonna put in my thought.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's okay. Okay, thank you.
No, don't answer. Actually, no, I'm kidding. Go.
I know. No, my thoughts on it is if the character, depending on what they're trying to say with the statue, if the character's there and they're not like using their superpower, or it looks like they're gonna use their superpower, it's like, okay, it's cool looking, but it doesn't show me that they're like ready to power up or do whatever. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So that kind of
try to say that again with different words, better words.
Sorry. what I'm saying, you know what I mean.
Tim is like a director.
I don't know what you mean.
Okay, no. like what I'm like how he was saying the flames in the new Jean Grey.
Okay.
To me, the neck flames.
Yes, to me, that's one of the things that sold me on the exclusive. I think that looks amazing, whereas everybody else doesn't like it, because in my mind, I think, oh my God, that's her power. So that makes me want that PC even more. Now, if they didn't have that, I would kind of be like, okay, it's Jean, but she's not doing anything crazy, but I know what she's going to do, because I noticed Sideshow is trying to go with motion with all their new pieces. Every piece they make is making the character look like they're in motion. And that's a pretty good marketing thing to do. I mean, it's very, very smart.
Yeah, they're not competing with their own museum line.
Correct.
Well, the thing with the Jean, the flames on her hair, I don't know. We already had the Dark Phoenix, so I think they should have done more like closer to what the base looked like. Instead of flames, more of
kinetic energy.
Kinetic energy, maybe something
telepathic energy.
Actually, there was one. Isn't it the Sideshow, the old Sideshow one that she's got it around her arm or something? Or maybe I saw it in another statue. I don't know. Something to that effect. They should have done, in my opinion.
Well, Barbara, what they're doing is too. I guess from their standpoint, it looks like to me is they're taking her, old school costume. They're taking old school with what they, new school feel, and mixing the two together. That's what it looks like to me. I don't know. I mean, I think she's going to be very underrated. Something tells me she's going to be a really beast. Yeah.
Well, I mean, listen, the Bowen Jean Grey is the best Jean Grey statue on the market out of any statue that is out.
Yeah.
And that was sculpted by Mark Newman.
Right.
So Mark Newman sculpting a quarter scale Jean Grey. She most likely will be the best Jean Grey on the market.
My favorite thing was when everyone was like, Sideshow's copying Bowen, and they showed those two.
Yeah, and I said that's probably Mark Newman, and sure enough, boom.
Yeah.
Well, if you've been collecting statues or even followed statues before you even started collecting, you should kind of know that Bowen and Sideshow were the first two to start all this shit. So
Bowen for sure.
Correct. Right.
I remember those Bowen boxes are so iconic to me.
So here's the follow-up question now, guys.
Jesus.
Yeah, this is great.
Follow-ups.
Hey, I like this.
Tim, did you understand what I was trying to say, though? Correct?
Yes, I do now.
Okay.
Use better words.
I know. It's late. It's late.
All right, so let's say you see a statue and you find an issue in it. Are you willing to purchase the statue and remedy that issue? Or how willing are you to do that? Or are you just like, you throw your arms up and say, fuck it, on to the next one?
I fixed one of my statues. I was willing to keep it. Got a good deal for that. And I was more than willing to it was an easy fix. And I saved like $200 for it. So
what statue was it and what was the issue?
It was this one. It was the sword. Thomas Wayne.
Oh, nice. You got that one?
Yeah, the sword. All I needed to do was glue it on there.
Oh, no. Okay.
So when you say issue, you mean
it wouldn't stay on there.
I'm talking about like an order issue, right? So
that was an order issue. That was an order issue.
That's more like a production thing. I'm saying, so let me use better words.
Issue of
like Jean
like
Grey, right?
issue?
So 8-Bit, you said Jean Grey, you didn't like the neck flames. Are you willing to purchase the statue and pay extra to modify it to your liking? That's the question.
Okay.
How willing are you to buy a statue and modify it to your liking if you know it can be changed?
I'm usually, man. I usually don't like sending a man to get modified. I wanna just, I wanna just buy it and enjoy it. But with Gene, I really like the sculpt and everything. It's just the neck exhaust. I It's the only thing, but I would probably just get her because I know she has two different heads, and I can display her with one head that doesn't have that. But I won't probably send it in to get modified or anything like that. I don't like spending money after I already spent money.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah.
I agree.
I'm
You
gonna
agree
do
too,
it
Sam?
with the Punisher.
You're doing it with the Punisher, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it with them.
What are you gonna do? Repaint the face?
No, I'm gonna get a custom head done.
Yeah, the sculpt does not please you.
Yeah, I love everything. I love the bad idea. So it's just the head. I need to get a different.
Troy will do one.
McDevitt.
So, yeah. We're gonna check with we're gonna check with somebody.
Troy.
So what about you, Barb?
It all depends on, I guess, on the rarity of the piece, like edition size, for instance, and how much I love the piece. Like, for the Jean Grey, what's the edition size on that? It's over like 1,000.
1,000, 1,200.
Okay, so and that's between both the exclusive and the non-exclusive.
No, that's the exclusive is 1,200, and then the non-exclusive is 2,000, I think.
So you're
I
talking.
think. Let me check now.
You're talking about a total like 3,000 statues. So I mean, for a statue like that,
He might be close. He might be right though.
I wouldn't spend my money on modifying it. If it's something that I have that maybe it's a little bit more rare, that it's very nice, and maybe just needs like an extra touch up. An extra what can I say? Maybe a modification on the portrait or something more to like, maybe it's an older statue and it just needs a little bit more of a.
It's 3,000 total. Sorry.
Yeah, 3,000
Wow.
total.
That's low though.
It's low, but for a statue, if I'm gonna spend money like 8-bit Fleece said, if I'm gonna spend money on a statue and get it, and I have to modify and spend money again, it's not worth it.
No, but Tim, I think was asking. Tim, was your question? You have to spend money to modify it, or you want to spend money to modify it?
I mean, you don't have to. You could start learning yourself and modifying yourself.
Oh, Tim, that's what you do.
So, like, it was because 8-bit said the Jean Grey thing, right? Because in my head, I felt the same way. I feel the same way as everybody. Like, the flames, that I guess they're cool, but I wouldn't want them. But for me, the deal breaker is that exclusive portrait is leagues better than the regular portrait for me.
Oh, yeah.
So I am willing to pay the $585 for the statue, bring it to a guy, or do it myself, where I Dremel off the fire, fill the hole, and then repaint it. And then you'll never know that the fire was ever there.
Right.
And then it's a personalized piece. I've taken it to the point where I'm satisfied. So I'm willing to go that extra step. So that's the question. Are who on the panel is willing to take that extra step to get it exactly the way you want it?
That would be an amazing thing to do, because I also do like that exclusive portrait. But you're like, in your situation, you live closer to, you already know what to do or what you need to do to modify it, and you also live closer to somebody who also does these type of modifications. So, for instance, for us, it's a little bit harder because we would have to like ship whatever piece wants to get modified. We have to pay a price for it, and in some cases it won't be cheap, and then ship it back to us again, and I do have a guy down here, but for instance, he won't do. I have actually several things I want to get portraits done for, but he won't do them because he said he won't do it unless he's painting the entire statue.
Wow. Damn.
I have a couple that I want to do $250, let's say, to redo the portrait, but he won't do it unless he's doing the whole statue, and that's $700. I don't want to redo the whole statue.
That's a lot.
Yeah. So what if it was like $200 to redo the portrait for Jean?
Oh, I would do it.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. I think that's possible.
but it depends on how much I like the statue.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Many,
now we're getting somewhere.
How many are being done by several companies or licensed companies or whatnot? Like if XM's doing one, Sideshow's doing one. Let's say just throw it in there. Prime One's doing one. I'm going to see which one will be the best one and then choose from there. If it's something that's rare and it's not getting done, then I don't mind buying it and doing the modification to fix it or do it a little bit more accurate or whatever needs to get done.
Okay. That's a good assessment.
Yeah, I agree with Barbara. It definitely depends on how much you like the rest of the statue.
Yeah, I think that's like a big part of it for sure.
Yeah.
The only one I kind of think about sometimes, maybe getting a custom head if I get it, is Psylocke. I think I think a custom head on that would probably make the statue way better.
I agree.
But I don't know if I'll make the jump to pay for the statue, and I don't know. But that's the only one I go and look at it. I'm like, man, if I get a custom head for this, it would be perfect. But
that Psylocke though, if you get a custom head, it's got to look as good as Rogue's head to me.
Yeah, I mean, I think the sculpt is good. I think it's just
of course,
the face.
but I'm saying
the face is like, jeez.
That head though, if you're gonna get a custom, it's got to look as on par as like Rogue's face. It has to.
Of course,
yeah. We really fucked up with that Psylocke, man. We should have all shut our mouths.
Yeah.
I would say like
now to that extent, and this is what I'm wondering, can that be modified just with, I'm wondering some few paint apps and stuff and this and that, maybe makeup. I mean, was there any way to salvage that horrible face?
I don't know. I don't think so.
The way he said it.
I don't think so. Yeah. You used good words there, Nick.
Thank you. Thank you.
What were you going to say, Remy?
As pieces get dated and they lose their value, like I have more of an urge to try my creative itch to see how I can vamp them up and appreciate them more. For example, like I ordered the Sabretooth, the last one, just because I was like, I want to see what it's like to get some faux fur and put it on the arms and the neck.
Oh wow!
And make it like a mixed media.
Damn. Okay.
Nice.
Just because I don't know, I just want to see what that would look like. So I found it for a good price, and that's what I'll be doing next week and posting pictures.
Nice, bro. Nice. So you're talking about the second version?
Yeah, because I actually like the head sculpt. It was too much yellow for me, but I think if I jazz it up with some fur on his arms and his feet and his neck, I think that look really cool.
I love that.
That's pretty cool, man.
See, like I guess that question is self-serving because I look at for me it's always going to be the character first. If the body sculpt is right, the costume is right, and I don't need an action pose. I know what the characters do, so when I look at them, I don't see them as they are. I see them as what they can be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So if I see a statue that the body looks right, the pose looks right, like right enough, the proportions are good, all that stuff is good. Everything else, I'm like, okay, I can fix whatever the other problems are. I can get a new base. I can work on this. I can change the claws out. I can get a repaint on that part. I can cut that part off and refill it. All that stuff is secondary. It's the bare bones is what I look at like the most. And that Weapon X is a perfect example. I hated the base. And people saw that statue and they're like, fuck this statue. And it's like, I love that statue. Looks like the animated Wolverine for me.
We're getting the Jean Grey. I hate the exclusive. When we buy statues, we usually go for the exclusive. We never get the collector. If it's available, we're gonna get. I mean, what is it? $10-15 difference? It's
the right move, 100%.
Yeah,
I am too, Barbara. But I'm hoping that's just glued on. I'm hoping.
No, but most likely we're gonna display it with just a regular portrait. Because there's statues that we have that we just display with the regular. I don't display with the exclusive. Like I think
it's always the EX. I mean, why not just your spending all that money up front. Why not just get the EX? It doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
Maybe
a few bucks more. Yeah.
Put on display it with the EX. But I don't know. Maybe ATEM has the right idea, trying to remove the flames. I don't even know how to go about it. I would have to pay somebody to do it.
But the thing with that is too is you have to remember no one has this in hand yet. We have no idea how it's going to look.
How it keys in. It could key in.
Yeah.
If it keys in, everybody who buys that is golden.
Yeah.
Because that means all you got to do is fill that key in, sand it, paint match it, done. It'll cost $100 to get something.
But even at certain angles, you might not even see those. If you display her a certain way, you won't even see them.
I was just looking at the picture. They're big.
You think? Yeah.
Yeah. In your mind, as smaller than they are, they're big.
Yeah.
It looks like extra. It's like an extra piece of hair coming off her body.
Now, what would you do with the hands then, too? Would you keep it on the hands though?
They're switch out hands, so you can keep the regular hands. They're the same.
Right, but I'm asking you, would you display it with that done like that, and then on the hands, or just not display the hands at all?
Neither the head or the hand.
Yeah.
Okay.
If anything, I would actually paint the fire on the hands pink.
Oh.
Makes sense, yeah.
And make it match the base.
To match the
Correct,
base.
yeah. Nice.
I'm hoping that's magnetic or something.
That would be.
What I would like to do on that Jean is definitely paint the pads on her legs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess that's what I mean. It's like I feel like that piece is gonna be a sought after piece as soon as somebody pushes a little bit more life into it. And it's only from our perspective as collectors. Like I guess from their design team, they're not looking at it the same way as us. They're trying to do something new and different, and we just want it to be old and the same. So we get this new thing, and we don't like how new it is. We want to push it backwards. Let's go back to the original. So it's like a little bit of effort, a little bit of attention, maybe a little bit of extra money. And I mean, at $585, let's say you spend $300, you get the fire cut off, you get the shoulder pad squares painted, the hips painted. You got a dime piece for $800.
Yeah,
that's the way I look at it. It's like
you could paint those pads on her legs and everything. That's simple, I bet.
Easy.
That doesn't look that
easy.
Yeah.
Dude. Easy.
Yeah.
I swear anybody can do it. It takes a little bit of focus, a little bit of patience, and you realizing this is not going to happen quick. I just got to take my time, and it's going to be right.
And Jay, you made a good point.
I'm a little bit ADD, so.
Jay, you made a good point to piggyback off what you said. An older piece is good practice, man. Take an old piece, and if you want to modify it, start mixing colors, practice, and then when the new stuff comes in, like I had a little tiny chip on this. This was a replacement Daredevil for that wet moldy one, and there was a tiny chip on the building part, and I mixed some gray, and I asked a painter off of Facebook that's a really, really good painter, and he said what to mix it, how to do it, and I touched it up, and if I didn't tell you where it was, you wouldn't even see it.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say, like, right now, that dark side with what I've done to it, and I put pictures up yesterday, but I redid the blood drops because the other one I used cotton, so I watched that video with the dude that did the Frank Miller, and I redid strings with epoxy, so I changed up the blood drops, and that's when I was actually out for like 10 minutes. I was actually cutting some of the blood drops to make it look how I like it. But I think I brought that piece to life, and I actually like it a lot now. I'll see if I can show you guys
that thing
the
looks
newest
great.
version.
I was about to speak on it. As soon as you're done, I was going to talk about it.
That looks so
Yeah,
great.
it's actually probably one of my favorite pieces now.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah.
That'll definitely happen, bro. As soon as you put a little bit of your effort into it, man, it's amazing how it
so
turns into something
great.
more.
Wow.
Oh shit! Go to your right a little bit more.
Can you lock on Remy Thor?
There you go.
He's locked.
All right, cool.
And then I did his
Holy
eyes too.
shit!
Yeah, that's sick. That's so
Wow.
That's dope, brother.
And see,
Jay, you did all that yourself.
yeah, and I did it quick too.
Badass.
Wait, how did you do the because he had the head,
eyes?
right?
Oh, the head.
Which one? What was the question?
That dark side is the one with the Superman head dangling off of it, right?
Yeah.
How'd you get it to dangle? Like, is it just connected to the little resin?
No, it's not even resin. I used a thin piece of wire.
Yeah.
and I try to camouflage it in the blood drips.
Nice. Very smart.
And then I because I found that little Superman head that's from the new Dio. I found it on eBay, so I plucked the eyes out because I didn't like that dark side. Just looked really bland, you know. And when I put the Omega beams in his eyes, it kind of because I don't even know if you noticed that.
Those are from the Superman versus Batman.
Yeah. You see his eyes.
I'm gonna tell you the only thing you can do to make that perfect is if you can make those beams curve. Like you know what I'm talking about?
What I say to you, Remy?
Tell me that.
What I said to you, bro?
Yeah.
Man.
He told me A10 told me the exact same thing, but the thing is, those beams, Thor, are they start off really thick, and I'm talking about they're super thin. Because A10 told me the same thing because I actually had him looking down, and A10 was like, make him look down and like this.
Yeah, they go side to side. They don't go down like this. Well, yeah, they do sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah, like they.
So you couldn't, Remy, you couldn't heat them and kind of. They're too.
I
probably
could try,
snap.
They're
probably snap.
I wish I could show you guys from the side, but they are so thin. I'm telling you right now, they're. Like,
I don't think that they would snap.
Actually, you can see it in the video that Cass did. You can see how thin they are.
Yeah,
you definitely would have to be careful.
Yeah.
But I was gonna say the same thing about Kylo, man. When it came, I was like, damn, it's a great piece. But once that saber came back, dude, that thing it took it like from here to like way the fuck up here, dude. And the fact that he made it flicker, like the way the saber flickers, man, people would come down here like, oh, this thing is fucking sick. You know what I mean? And I miss it, man. Like I'm having something done to it now, but I really do miss it. 100%. I'd make modifications. I mean, it's a lot of examples over here now. You know, modifications.
And believe it or not, it's actually kind of fun and rewarding.
It really is. Once it all comes together, it's like, dude, and you got something that other people don't have.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I mean, I feel like it's genuinely the last level you can get to as a collector, you know, because let's say all of us, everybody in this room is going to get Juggernaut, you know, like we're all going to get it. The person who modifies it is going to have a different feeling than all of us, you know, and it's such a personal thing. It becomes your statue as opposed to like just another statue.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean that like just buying a statue and putting it on your shelf. Like I have almost all my statues are like that. So I don't think like I'm better, you know, but it is the last level of collecting. Once you get to the point where you go, let me change this a little bit, man, it feels great. It's so rewarding. It really is.
I agree with that's what I was going to actually touch on. I haven't got to that part yet where I get to have the confidence to modify things. But like I said, the first one that got me thinking that is Psylocke. That's the first time I ever seen something like, I wish I had a custom head or something for it. I never thought about any piece like that, but that's the first one that's making me think I should get it and then get a custom head. But I don't know.
Well, it's funny you guys mentioned that little change because I'm one to display it with every time I'll display it with the regular head or just a regular weapon or whatever. And if the EX is a weapon or a head, a little bit down the road, I'll switch it out. But X23 was the first piece ever in collecting for me that I put that EX head on today. I almost shit a brick, man. That thing is gorgeous. That is one of the best hair sculpts. And that sounds cheesy as shit, but you look at her hair, wow, is it amazing. They really took their time and thought it out.
They killed it on that one.
Oh, my God, yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm really upset that I can't get that one.
Dude, you'll see that, Tim. You'll see that. No lie, a month or two from now, people dumping that. For
I hope so, but
you will.
I don't know, man.
Which piece?
X23.
X23, because of all the issues that people are having, you're going to see people dumping that really quick.
Wait, people are having issues with her?
Yeah,
there's a few people that are having some issues.
Oh,
yeah.
What's going on?
Hair issues, paint issues,
magnets.
Yeah.
Huh.
But
fitting issues.
The only issue that I saw with the hair was there's like certain strands that are made out of whatever PVC. Yeah.
Yeah, they're glued in.
Yeah, they're glued in, but it's like a little peg, you know. It just pegs into the hole, but they glue it in. So I guess one actually somebody posted that it came off. It just unglued. Like if you glue it back together, it's perfectly fine. And people were like, "Oh, get rid of it. Get a contact sideshow. Get a new head. That lost value." I'm like, no. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's
that's the problem, Barbara, and that's why I said you'll see some in the aftermarket because one person says it, another person says it, and they all have different issues. It's not everybody having the same issue. Like mine now, seeing her, I'm not going to get rid of that. No way. If I have an issue, I'll contact Sideshow, see what they can do. But I love the piece. I'm not going to dump it. You know what I mean? Because there's nothing wrong with it.
Nick,
now, pick something. If it's a major thing, then I'll get rid of it. Obviously, I want an exchange for it.
Breakage, yeah. But I mean that little piece right there, just pegged off. Like I was telling Sam, the magic statue that we got from Sideshow. Well, we got a second hand, but when we got it, the hair was completely detached from like. It was actually the face. It was completely detached, and the hair. And I guess it was just the glue kind of like, came off.
Can you stop breaking my statue?
So I had to, when I got it and opened it and I saw it, it was just that it was unglued. It was broken already. I had to glue it back together and it was perfectly fine and been displaying her since. But
I was hilarious when I first started collecting because my first statues were actually Master Chief, and I think right after that was Poison Ivy, just because it was Poison Ivy. So I was fresh out of PVC, so to me, like I didn't know what to expect. So I got the statue from Sideshow, and I don't know if you remember what that original PF for Poison Ivy looked like, but the border has these little things that come off of it. One of them just totally broke, and it's the size of like your pinky finger, your little nub. Huge piece just broke off, and I remember opening it up. I saw the piece, and I was just like, "Oh well, fuck. Well, I'm screwed because I already bought this like $300, $400 statue, because that's how much premium formats were back then."
Yeah.
And I just fucking super glued it, and I was like, "That looks good enough." Perfect. Like just crappy super glue. I didn't even look for anything special. It was like Loctite, and I just put it on, and I was like, "That looks fair. It's fair enough." So it's just funny to me it's just interesting to see what people can put up with or can't put up with sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of it is collectors really think that they're getting something super special.
Yeah,
it's like it's all dog shit. Literally, all these things are dog shit. They don't matter. I get it. Look, I take them personally too. So. I'm talking a little bit of shit.
My collection ain't dog shit, okay?
It's all stupid. None of it matters. It only matters because
it matters to me, bro. It matters to me.
You have to. Yeah, but you know what? Think about it too this way. They say something. This is a good question for everybody here.
Oh, wait. Before you get to that, I got. Matter of fact, this is about you, man, because I think you got in my head about this shit. Like, disclaimer, I never, ever was a fan of General Grievous. Never, not on anything. But since there's all this modification shit, I just kept thinking, I was like, that shit would look good with them light up sabers. You know what I mean? So, I think I'm going to get it. It's a guy around here that got one.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm hoping he still got it when I'm ready to get it. You know what I mean? If I wasn't going to Comic-Con, I'd had that motherfucker already. But I can see that with the light up savers. That thing. The only problem that we're gonna run into is the arms are connected to the hilts.
Yeah.
And I hear that the arms are really delicate. You know what I mean? So I'm just wondering how I'm going to ship it over to freaking the Philippines.
I'll tell you right now, Thor, you buy some of that crazy expensive foam that you see all these customs come in, and you put each one of those fuckers in that foam and make sure he's secure, and you send him away, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do something because that's if I get it, that's gotta happen. I just can't have it with no light. You know what I mean? So I think I'm gonna put it right below Vader, like right in the middle. So that'll probably.
Oh man! So you're gonna do it, huh?
Yeah, I'm gonna get it.
Oh.
I'm hoping before the end of the year.
You don't have it yet? You don't have the piece?
No, I'm gonna get it though. I'm gonna get it.
Let's go on eBay. Let's do a live bid right now.
No, the guy is local. The guy actually, the guy has one that's local.
Okay.
He does local pickups. I'm hoping just like with this, nobody buys it, and it's cheap. It's like $700.
That speeder bike is beautiful.
So everybody watching on the chat or on the channel right now, don't even touch that thing. Get away. Don't do it.
Yeah, and it's the exclusive too with the cape. Because if I get it, you would have to have the cape. And here's something else I came up with because I watched a video on it. Inside the cape, he has like these little slots to hold lightsabers. So I was thinking of buying some quarter scale hilts.
Yeah,
put them like inside the little
nice
slots inside the cape. So
nice.
I think that'd be pretty sick too.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
But it might be hard to hide the wires on him.
See, Thor isn't peer pressure, a bitch.
A little bit, but I think you know.
What's the Tim doing?
Grievous is cool though. I like him.
Grievous is one of the best. Man.
I mean, he just was always corny to me. You know what I mean? Like just the way he sounded. He just sounded like
Oh, the accent.
Yeah, you know. What I mean?
I still think it's cool as shit though.
Yeah. No, I mean he was better like on the animation to me that he was in the movie. Like when he got in the movie, it was like.
I'm talking about the animation too. I like
the video, and you have to show me what you did, how you did.
Ahsoka Tano is going to be my first custom, by the way.
Yeah, you know, Thor, it's funny you say about Grievous. I remember seeing him at Comic-Con back in 2010, and one of the vendors had him, and I'm like, how did you get that thing to this convention? They had him set up. I was like, that's insane, man. Because his joints and everything are so, I mean, they're like thin.
That's what I heard, yeah. I've never seen it in person.
Oh, dude, it's beautiful.
Everybody says that. Everybody says, Gary said that too.
Yeah. The detail is just phenomenal in that piece.
It's big too, right?
Yeah. It's definitely worth taking the time and adding on. And if you're going to do light up, I mean, what better piece? You're having all those sabers lit up. Imagine what that's going to look like.
Because they were saying like you see like the organs and shit inside of his cavity and
everything, man. And the cape on that thing is huge, it's gigantic.
Is he going to fit in your case?
Yeah, he'll fit. I looked at the measurements. It should fit.
Is he all resin? Like
I don't know.
The robot parts.
I don't know, man. I honestly don't know.
That's a crazy character.
Let us Google and see.
But he's one, in all honesty. I know you said he's kind of corny, but as far as collecting Star Wars statues with lightsabers, which they all, in my eyes, should have.
Yeah.
He's the one that his lightsabers just. When I think of bad guys, dude, he's one of the first ones to come to mind. Him and Darth Maul.
Not me.
Because all the lightsabers and stuff.
And Vader, of course. He's the other one.
Guys,
all right,
you going to bed, Barb?
Night, Barb.
Yeah.
Night, Barb.
Good night, Barb.
Say sweet
Yeah, I
dreams
don't
to
want
Honda,
to wake
too.
him. He's here sleeping. I don't want to wake him up. And
Oh, is he snoring?
no, he's there. He's quiet, but I don't want to wake him up with a talking because like by 3 or 4 he starts to toss and turn. So I don't want to wake him up.
Okay, good night.
Have a good night.
Good
Bye.
Night, Barb.
Night, Barb.
Happy birthday to Darth Castle.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me. Thanks.
And,
Bye.
Peace, yo.
Oh, there it is.
there's the guy, bro.
Oof.
Oh, I forgot it before he splits his hands up.
Okay.
Or is that after? That is after.
After. Yeah.
That is after.
So is it 5 sabers or is it
It's
4?
4.
It's
Okay.
4.
Yeah.
It usually has 4.
Yeah, dude, that's gonna be.
That'll look crazy.
What a beautiful, crazy statue. No one gives a shit
Yeah,
about.
but it's got to have a cape, man. Like I've seen it without the cape, and it just doesn't do it for me. Like
He looks
No,
skinny.
yeah. Go ahead, Sam.
If you watch the show, he always looks bulky because of the cape.
I like him in the animated series.
Right.
Yeah, good no.
They showed how he got that cough was from Mace Windu.
Yeah, Mace Windu's a bitch, man. He's just like, fuck your heart.
He did a force squeeze on his torso area.
No shit.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
just the animation.
Yeah, if you ever watch the original Clone Wars, the
Yeah.
one, that's where it's from.
He was actually dueling Shakti, and he beat her, and then Mace Windu showed up, and then he sort of like ran away, and then Mace Windu like grabbed him with the Force and squeezed his like.
No shit, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he did that real quick. Like Grievous was like, "Fuck," and then Mace was like, That's what happens when you're around me.
Yeah, that cape though, it definitely makes the character. I mean, that much.
I like the way that one. I don't know, they both look the same, but
the
like I wonder, can you move these things?
Yeah, I don't remember anymore. I just remember seeing it though, man, and it was something to see. I'll tell you that. I was lucky enough to see it first.
I don't know. I'm not sure. I was wondering, can you move them? But they were saying you can remove the blades, but I'm like once you get them lit up, I'm sure you can't move them. You take them out. So
Well, what would you want to move on it? The right front arm?
No, I was just wondering, can you move the position? Or are they all stuck in like, which direction the blades are sticking? Like, I would kind of want the back sticking like out, and then the front two kind of like, I don't know. I'd have to position them different.
Oh, I get what you're saying.
You see what I mean?
You want him holding them outwards.
The back two, yeah.
Yeah, and then the front two forwards.
Yeah. So
yeah, I mean, I think you could. I mean, that's going to require a little bit more modification, but I think it can happen.
Yeah, I mean, but you might be able to move them. I'm not sure whether or not. Let me see if there's any more pictures. Now all of them kind of look the same kind of position.
I don't. Yeah, I would say I don't think they're movable.
They might be stuck in the position.
I like that the statue sold. There's no good reviews on YouTube.
Yeah, it's not many. Yeah, I've seen.
Not only that, he's such a sought after piece. His edition size was like nothing. It was small, really, really small.
I think it might have been 1,500.
That's small though. For back then, that's a small size.
So I'm hoping this guy around here like holds on to it for a little while, because
that's a good piece, though. I always love something about people who collect Star Wars. I always love seeing like when people have Shaak Ti and all that shit, or all the Sith.
Dude,
when it's a full collection.
Shaak Ti is the one. That one, I'm surprised she doesn't get as much like praise as Talon does.
Is she really that good of a piece?
Dude.
No, yes.
That's Mark Newman. That's Mark Newman too.
I've never seen her. Can you go over more or no?
I mean, I can. You ain't go. It's not gonna get much.
I can't. Okay, all right.
Dude, Shaak Ti is one of those statues that make me realize that like
that is.
I don't even if I don't know who the fuck the character is. Just making
one, as you can see, that is the brightest lightsaber I've ever seen on a piece.
Well,
like if you look at it, that looks like her and Maul look like real lightsabers.
Yeah.
I mean, but
that Maul that took that. I mean, that Maul is like next level. Man.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. When you do that, it just takes it like when you mod your shit up. It just
man.
I was a little disappointed with Talons, because if you look at Talons, you look at Mauls.
Oh, Talons was on? I didn't even know
it's on. Yeah.
It's on. It's cool when you have them all lit up.
Do you have Aayla Secura?
No. I might get that one. I might not. That one's kind of.
I don't know how I feel about that piece, man.
What made you pick the Boba XM over the Sideshow?
It's better.
No, on a serious note, because the Sideshow one, it's movie accurate, correct?
Yeah.
Wasn't it?
It's movie, but it never happened in the movie. Like what you know what I mean? And but when you see this motherfucker for real,
yeah, I've never seen that.
This is like the Boba you always longed to see.
That's the one you wanted as a kid.
Like that's the one. This is what you always want to see this motherfucker do.
Nick, I'm not even a huge Star Wars fan, and I want that Boba Fett statue from
Really?
I love that thing.
Damn.
It doesn't go for big money.
Yeah, that's probably the only other XM piece I'm looking for, that I'll.
Thor, I cannot go down that path because as much as I love Star Wars, getting this Yoda that I have, oh my god, I can't buy more. Yoda's my favorite, but to buy more, man, forget it, man. I'll end up selling all my other stuff to get Star Wars pieces.
I want somebody good to pick up the license. Man, I got a lot of Star Wars Hot Toys, but I don't have any statues.
And that Iron
yeah.
Studios, I want that goddamn Iron Studios Vader. I love that, the way that looks, man.
Yeah, I've been meaning to get on Taylor. Like he got all these Sith. He don't have a Vader, and I was just curious which one he's gonna get. You know what I mean?
Taylor. Oh, right. Taylor doesn't have Vader.
And he's actually he's gonna be a hurt. I gotta wait till I get Kylo back before I send him out. But like I want to have him modded to have all his lights light up with one like switch.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm gonna send that to the guy too.
Yeah, Thor. I take it that's your favorite Vader since you own it. Like you prefer.
No, the Mythos one is actually. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
But I think that's quarter scale. That's the best one, and that ain't even close. You know,
Is that the Iron Studio one?
that's Iron Studios. Yeah,
I love the
I got
present. I love
I got
how
one on eBay. I have it on my wish list.
Thank you.
I want to get it so bad.
Now, is it possible to light up his saber or no?
yeah, his saber lights up.
Oh, I didn't know that.
dude,
I don't remember seeing it lit up.
I love how awesome Vader is. Like he's just walking in that. He's not running, and it's like so much stronger than it's so imposing.
Oh, I love
Well,
it.
that's because you know the character.
Oh, Tim, give me a kiss.
I love you. That's why the new Sideshow Colossus is screaming to me.
I love it.
Yeah, because it's like he doesn't have to do anything. I know what the fuck the guy's about to do.
Exactly.
You know?
Thor, yeah, that looks great.
But see, Nick, the problem is to light up the chest and the belt. You got to take his arms off and take the belt off, turn all that shit on, and put it back on. You know what I mean?
You're still sending that out though, right?
I'm gonna send it out. It's just I'm waiting to get Kylo back.
Yeah.
And then I gotta probably get General Grievous. It's probably gonna take like 200-300 to mod. But
so you have to take all that off just to light up his chest plate and stuff.
And the but I mean that's like what I'm longing for. Like to have all that shit light up at once. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's and to have all of them like once they're all done, that shit gonna be sick, man.
Wow.
You know? So
yeah, I love like Folks' setup where he's got all the red sabers right next to each other.
Yeah, I'm gonna end up moving. Like eventually, I plan on having like a bounty hunter section, so I'm gonna move.
Oh yeah, baby.
Oh,
when Revan comes, he's either gonna go over here, and then I mean, eventually, I'm gonna put him and Nihilus together when I get Nihilus.
What's the ETA on Revan? What did he say? How long?
He said mid-August, so it should be mid-August on that. So
I was thinking about getting Return of the Jedi Luke, the old Sideshow one.
No, I don't get that.
I don't know, man.
No, don't get that.
But I want.
What do you guys?
I don't get this shit.
It is.
Get this.
Not as good as the XM one, but it's
Is the face that bad?
Yes, get this.
But I like him in Return of the Jedi.
Yeah, but that statue is fucked up.
It was my favorite one until the XL one.
All right.
What do you guys think of that new Sideshow Obi-Wan? What do you think of that?
Sideshow
Get the
Obi-Wan.
Mythos.
Wow.
What's the Sideshow Obi-Wan?
Dude, the Mythos stuff
that
was
one
cool.
where he's cutting the hand off. It has the hand as the exclusive.
The hand. What the hell are you talking about?
The Sideshow Obi-Wan?
Oh, you talking about? Yeah. The hand.
Yeah. Because that piece is only what, $5.75 or $5.25?
Something like that. Yeah. But I couldn't do it after. If you got the Mythos, you don't need them more.
Yeah, I wish. Man.
Yeah, I saw the Obi Mythos at Charles Carosa's house. Man,
Yeah.
beautiful piece.
I
think that needs to be turntabled.
I own the Mythos and the Boba Fett before.
They go for way too much coin for fifth scale, though. I can't. And I could have got those retail back in the day.
No,
That's why I
but
drove
don't
up to
even-
your neighborhood and got them for $800.
Yeah, don't even think about it as fifth scale. When you see it in person, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, I've seen some of them, not all of them, but
I actually had them in my. I ordered them and then something
the
happened and I
Obi-Wan
had to cancel.
That Obi-Wan is so.
Yeah,
that Obi-Wan is. Yeah.
You remember when they re-released it?
Yeah, they did. They. I think this is one of the re-releases too.
I remember that pissed so many fucking people off.
I don't mind. Yeah, I can.
Well, the funny thing is, remember when everybody shit on Vader's cape and everything and how it looked? I'm like, dude, that looks fucking amazing. What's wrong with you?
On the Mythos?
Yeah, with the fire on the edges and everything, everybody thought it looked cheap. I'm like,
drugs.
Exactly.
Yeah, because it doesn't photograph well. It's a lot of the time you got to see it in person. I'm still here, by the way, guys. Hey, I just laid down.
I just gotta get the I gotta get the DeLorean, man.
Dude, and I like talking to you guys because you bring up modifications I don't even think about because speaking of modifications, I've done a few, but they're mainly repaints. I haven't done crazy.
Sometimes that's all you need, baby.
Well, that's what I was gonna. My next question, especially since you're talking about it, Sam, is what would you guys add to current pieces you have? If there's something that you could add and you were like artistically could just do it in like a day, what would you do?
Here's a good picture.
The next thing I want to do is if that Superman don't sell, the OG one.
Yeah.
Don't give it away. No.
I want to turn him into Bizarro.
Oh, you gave it away.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, you said don't give it away.
You should definitely turn it into Bizarro. You shouldn't even think about selling it.
That's a great idea, and that's a great Grievous.
Yeah, I think they're stuck in that position, y'all. That's cool.
That Grievous is wicked, man.
I don't know if I might have to move his shelf forward a little bit.
Give him 4 purple lightsabers.
Make them all red. How about that?
Oh shit! Evil. Then, but that means he killed his own people.
Yeah, I mean that would
kill a bunch of Sith.
I think it might look better with these green and blue ones. Actually,
I think if they're different colors, if they're all different colors, you'll look cooler. Like it killed a bunch of Jedis or something.
Yeah, that's what they are. You got green, you got blue.
Yeah.
I'll tell you right now, though, if they made a Mace Windu, I would still buy it. I wish they would make one. I really.
I've been on some of the custom dudes to make a Mace Windu.
That's hard. That's a movie piece. It's hard to get accuracy.
Yeah.
This guy we using, I wish I could. I'll show you something later on. Change something in your mind.
Yeah, that is perfect likeness.
Yeah.
I just want Ahsoka Tano.
Yeah, he's
but Mace Windu is so underrated.
Making one.
Yeah, when I see it.
Because I think that's a Star Wars character that should have got more justice in the movies. Mace Windu is just the shit. He's so.
Oh, dude, did you watch the Clone Wars, the 2D one, where he has a whole episode dedicated to him like murdering like 1,000.
Really?
Oh, you talking about the one? Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Yeah,
wow. You talking about the original one, right?
Yeah, that's
oh yeah.
That's like the most canon badass
that
thing
was vicious.
any Jedi did.
That was vicious.
Wow.
Yeah. Mace Windu's fucking Dragon Balling everyone.
And he did most of it without his lightsaber.
Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah. When he fights the Emperor later, I'm like, dude, what are you doing? Throw him out the window.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. That scene, it's like, dude, you shortchanged him. He's so badass, and you give him something so goddamn cheap. What's up with that?
Yeah.
Guys, Infinity War is done.
you did not watch that, though. Did you really? No. Has it been 2.5 hours?
Infinity War is done, bro.
Oh damn.
2.5 hours. It's 3:00 in the morning, man.
Yeah, my man.
Look,
can you guys see my reflection?
Give us a review. Tim, review.
You guys see my reflection in the TV?
Yeah, we can see it.
Hey Sam, take a look in the chat, man.
Thank God I have my pants on.
Okay.
All right, give you a review. It's great. It's spectacular.
That Gambit bus is gonna look mighty nice next to the new Gambit PF.
Sam.
Yeah, I see it.
I see it. Yeah, we can get you a Mace Windu, bro.
Yeah, this is.
That's why my Kylo. That's why my Kylo's not here.
This looks really fucking accurate.
Yeah, and it's not even painted yet.
Dude, that guy has a big ass nose.
Yeah, he got a beak.
Yeah, that looks very accurate. Yeah, I believe in Windu.
I want to
Would
make.
you want it to look like Sam?
What?
you'd want it to look like Sam.
Me? Yeah, make it look like me.
No, Sam Jackson, bro.
Sam Jackson.
Samo
like me.
Jackson. Oh, Hulk versus Wolverine. Why? Thank you very much.
Tim, give us the review of fucking Infinity War.
It's good every single time I watch it.
It is. I've
Go
seen
ahead.
Infinity War so many times, it's crazy.
Yeah, probably. I'm probably pushing 100 times.
What's everybody think of that new Wolverine versus Juggernaut print? What was everybody's thoughts on that?
I really
the
don't
print?
know if that means they're making a diorama.
No, why would they fucking do that?
No.
Nobody's
They're not going to
buying
do
the.
that. No. I just said, what's your thoughts? I didn't say, are they going to make another stat? They're
Nobody
not.
was buying the PF at first, so I doubt they're going to do that.
Right.
I think the print is all right.
I like it. They've been recreating comic art now. That's twice now for X-Men.
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe this is a trend.
Yeah, they're just
I
going
hope
to keep
so.
on cashing in.
Well, my phone is about to die, guys. So
Later, 8-bit.
All right,
8-bit. 8-bit. Roger.
Oh, yeah. So I'm gonna call you tomorrow, 8-bit, because I'm gonna get the statue from Thor.
Yeah,
okay. You're coming
Yeah.
down. You're coming down this way.
Yeah, because I gotta drive down to Richmond tomorrow anyway.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah, man.
I'll
Shoot
let
me
you
a.
know when I get on the road and bring it through.
I have him ready.
Oh yeah, 8-bit. Also,
What's up?
I just love looking at that Batman all night. It's been my
I know. I changed his head. I'm always messing around. I changed him.
Yeah,
I had this one.
Yeah, that's
I
my
changed it up to the other.
It's one of the best Batman pieces ever, man.
Look at this guy right here.
That is the Batman piece.
All right, Rodney. I'll see you tomorrow, man.
All right,
Have a good
8-bit.
night.
All right, 8-bit.
Thank you,
Peace,
guys.
8-bit.
Bye.
Oh wait, is this on Netflix or do you own it?
Oh, this is the Versus movie.
I own it too, but it's on Netflix.
Man, Sims says Mace Windu is a Banff.
Somebody make this a statue. Make that Wolverine a statue. I'll buy that shit in a heartbeat.
Hey, speaking of Wolverine, now that
Yeah.
Marvel has all the rights back to everything, I was thinking, how cool, instead of doing like some kind of another Blade origin movie, that you just had Blade versus Wolverine.
Ooh. You had me at Wolverine.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Could they make it rated R?
Dude, at
Yeah.
that point, you can have Deadpool in it, and it'll be Ryan Reynolds with Blade again, and that'll be
Make
really
it bloody.
Don't you dare say blasphemy. Do not put that motherfucker in either
Whoa,
with either
whoa,
of those
whoa,
guys.
What are you talking about, Nick?
What?
What are you
No.
talking about, Nick?
Oh, I didn't know.
No.
Did I bring
Deadpool
up
does not belong in a Wolverine Blade, and no way. No way.
What are you
That
doing,
shit
you
would be
hater?
cool.
I
What
mean,
are
they're
you
both
talking about?
they're Weapon X situations. I mean,
That would
don't.
be cool.
Listen to him, Sam. Don't feed into that.
Nick, stay off
No.
drugs.
No, I didn't say Deadpool can't be in something, but the three of them together, no, please don't.
Yeah,
Why
do
not?
it. All three of
Why?
them.
No,
Why not?
no,
Why
no.
not? I was just thinking,
because
if it,
no. And then it's
Stop
going to become a
saying no, just say why.
It's not a slapstick comedy. Those are two gritty characters. Deadpool now is not gritty. He's like comedy.
He is the one character that's comedy, though. The whole movie wouldn't be comedy. It
Maybe-
wouldn't be Ragnarok because the other two wouldn't be silly. He'd be the only one.
I don't want to hear fourth wall in a Blade Wolverine movie. Come on, man. Jimmy
I get what you're saying.
Oh, this man.
I get what you're
Nah,
saying.
come on, man.
If we have an opportunity to have a Wolverine Blade movie, why not go hard? I get it.
yeah,
But fuck
Yeah,
it.
man.
Throw in Deadpool. Let's do it.
yeah,
Yeah.
go
No,
hard.
and there's nothing wrong with Deadpool, but it would be chimichangas, fourth wall, unicorns. I don't want to see that. Pitbull.
They
Come
could
on,
still
man.
go hard. He could joke
They
around.
cannot go
with
hard with
Wolverine,
all that.
spice him up.
Come on, man.
Well,
Yeah, they could.
well, the reason I even thought about it is because Tim is watching Hulk versus Wolverine. Have you seen that movie?
Mm-hmm.
Dude,
I
Deadpool,
have-
Deadpool appears halfway through it. He's fucking ridiculous.
Omega Red too.
Yeah, all the little Weapon X creations.
I'm so excited for the future of these X-Men movies.
Who's gonna play Stryker though? That's the biggest question. I wonder.
I don't care.
That's the guy.
You don't care. He's one of the main characters.
No, I don't care.
You can get any random military dude to play him. Man.
Oh,
It'd be nice to have them redo these movies and cut out a third of the movie that's just like telling the same story again. Like, for example, I think we talked about that before.
Oh my God. Rodney, look on Facebook. Your boy Adrian went live. I just want you to see the video.
Look on Facebook.
Yeah, please.
well, the big question I wonder: are they going to do anything with an X-23 series and have her own like trilogy? That would be nice.
It's literally limitless.
Of course.
That's because the X-Men are the best in the world.
Do you see it?
I don't even see the notification for it.
But Tim, when did you do the light up on the green one?
Let me. I'll type it.
I've had it like that.
It's Christmas in July.
Yeah, it's like Christmas in July. Yo, this fucking Wolverine is so cool looking, man. I wish they made a statue of this.
Oh, I love how they went with that. I love the animated things because they just have fun, man.
And Sam, I wasn't trying to shit on your Deadpool because Deadpool's all right, but I just don't see comedy mixed with like gritty characters.
Oh no, I get it. No,
don't you ain't alone, Nick. I'm not a big Deadpool.
Oh my goodness, this thing where he was live.
Yeah, you see it. You see it.
Yes.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying, Sam. You knew what I meant.
No, I know. I just like fucking.
I know.
Would he sneak the camera in somewhere?
That would be like having Crash Bandicoot and Sonic in a movie, and then throwing in like Ghouls and Goblins or something like that, or like some shit.
That sounds amazing.
Oh boy,
that sounds great.
No, I get it because like if they made like an actual good movie with Spider-Man and they were introducing Carnage and Venom, I'd be so hyped. But if they suddenly decided to throw Deadpool in it just because he hangs out with them in the comics.
Yeah,
I'd be pretty butthurt. I'd be like, no, don't do that.
What and the way Deadpool's gone, because my brother-in-law loves Deadpool, dude. There's so many Deadpool spin-offs and what ifs. Deadpool's like done something with. It's like he's had more sex, well, not more sex. He's been like he's been intertwined with more characters than like so many other comic characters. It's insane.
Yeah,
you know?
I pay attention to the comics. He's all over the place.
Right.
He beat. No wait, did he beat Thanos? I forget, man.
I don't. Well, yeah. Well, that one Deadpool, he kills everybody. That happened in the comic. He kills the Marvel universe completely.
Yeah, but I know they made a parody of that too. I get it.
I liked when Deadpool ate too many chimichangas and then he fell into a coma for 2 days, and then he woke up and there were zombies everywhere.
I would. Now that you said something, Sam, it'd be great to have Wesley Snipes say it in his fucking voice like he does. Have Ryan Reynolds in the movie and be like, "Motherfucker, you blind?"
Well, it's weird because Ryan Reynolds was in Blade. Like that's the great thing about it.
Yeah, it's got 2 layers to it.
Yeah, I get it. And then I don't know, but then I don't know.
And then he could say something like, "Remember when I was your friend?" It'll be funny. It'll be funny.
Yeah, it'd be hilarious actually.
Oh, you guys, Wolverine's in trouble right now.
What the hell? Oh,
he's gonna be in trouble. He's got him.
What series is this?
This
Hulk
is the movie.
Versus movie. It's called Hulk Versus. It's
was that DVD? That DVD came out a while ago.
It's like 2008.
See ya.
2010.
You just got fucked up.
Is it worth watching?
Oh yeah, dude. Fun movie.
Serious? It's awesome.
I didn't.
Where you been, Nick?
Dude, when you got a kid, you don't got time for movies, man. He's little, dude.
He's gonna get punched big time right now.
There's a lot of work to be done here, Nick. We're gonna give you some viewing options. To check.
You
cannot blame your kid, Nick.
No, I can't, dude. You can only watch freaking what is it, Paw Patrol and all that shit only so long, man.
They go to sleep sometime.
It's hard, man.
They go to sleep.
I gotta watch all Lego Avengers and Lego this and Lego that, man.
Is it a boy? It's a boy.
He's
he might like Wolverine.
No, his favorite character is Iron Man, actually.
Oh well, it's superhero stuff. He might like it.
His favorite character is Crash Bandicoot.
Whatever. No, he loves Iron Man.
It's time to shut it down. What do you think?
Yeah.
Because what's gonna happen is I'm gonna pass out, and then y'all are gonna be recording while I'm snoring.
So appreciate everybody.
Yeah.
1 year. All y'all, if anybody watching and want anything, send me your info so we can get that stuff out to you. Or I'll just hit y'all up tomorrow, you know.
I love you, viewers, each and every one of you.
might be a different story after we shut down. All right, y'all.